Baby shark. Baby shark.
Pastrami Joe here in time for the program. Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Baby shark. Oh, baby shark. Yeah.
Oh, are you now working Spotify on my laptop? You son of a whore.
Oh, baby shark. Yeah. Baby shark. Do.
So let's switch this to the computer. Let's see how smoothly this switches. Oh, it's not going to switch smoothly at all because I have to unplug this and plug it off. Heavens. Heavens. Here we go. Oh. Oh my. Oh my word. Double shock and awe. Oh. I didn't realize. I had this out for no reason. Come on. Now my laptop has to recognize that something was plugged into it. So, patience, guys. It's all of maybe like 3 years old. So, of course, it's not working very well.
I didn't say shit.
No. Wait. You know I plugged the thing in. Oh, heck fire. I should have just kept it going on the other computer, apparently. You know, in the meantime, until this thing recognizes that it's plugged into something, there. Back to you. Oh.
We're staying
this is infuriating. All right. So, hey, computer. We plugged this in. How about you recognize that? Oh, and I don't have that up there. Oh, everything. Everything. Oh. It finally felt a headphone jack go in. Oh, look at you. That's cute.
Jesse, on Twitch it says that stab is starting right now.
I know, Eric, I'm coming.
I'm just letting you know.
Yeah, we're at triple zeros. Let's see this new pre-show screen. Oh, would you look? That's fun. That's fun. Wait, now I gotta turn this down. Oh, it's anarchy, guys. Ooh, smooth. Smooth! Oh. Hey, everybody! And, by which everybody. It's apparently these guys, they weren't super into the competitive element of today's show. Because one, they're not even here yet. And two, that also means they have, oh, somebody's here. Oh, which slacker ass. Huh? Or is it actually audience? Are they sitting up? No. Hey. That's got the gait of Stephen Ferris. Yeah, that's what it felt like. Hey there, Stephen. How are you? Good. Oh, yeah. Well,
Right,
we're trying to do better in
here,
here.
But I'm getting up for a second.
Right there, Stephen. Right there.
Steven!
I love the tube.
The tube? Oh, well. What the fuck else would you like, Stephen?
That's exactly what I would want.
Yeah. Otherwise, it was dripping on people's heads, so we had to run the line down. And oh yeah. Before I had you've been on enough shows. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Well, are we starting?
Yes.
All right.
On and now that you're finally here, I can crop you in. Oh, it's just a whole fucking thing. Good to see you, Stephen. Even though I'm looking away from you, I'm actually looking towards you. So how about we just continue on as if that's the case? So how are you?
I am. I'm hot.
Yeah. That's understandable. It's what? 10, 11 today? Something like, or no, actually it's going to be 11 or 12 tomorrow. It's only like just barely 100 today. Everybody calm down, pack it in. Tomorrow and Sunday are going to be the unreasonable days.
Man, I gotta serve at church on Sunday.
Oh.
I need to be dressed in the altar robes.
Oh no.
And we do have AC in the chapel, but
I would hope.
they don't like to turn it on during the service because
You got to
The
suffer
priest-
for God.
the priest is not mic'd,
Oh.
and
Well then,
she
how
doesn't want to
about?
speak over the AC.
Yeah. Hey, and it's
Benton
Benton. It's cool
Aviators.
glasses, Harshaw.
Oh my
Oh
god!
man, watch out for this kid.
Yeah.
He wants your lunch money, and he is going to ask politely for it. Hey there, Benton. Hi. How are you? Good. Huh?
I think you'd be all shut up yet.
Well, for an 8 o'clock show, yeah. That's,
Didn't notice the
Yeah.
time.
You got 7
I would
minutes.
assume. All right. So let's get Benton squared away here too now, and then we'll be ready
Eric,
to go.
is Eric?
Eric
Hey,
Eric is
Do you
here.
remember me? Can you hear
Eric,
me?
I believe
Yes,
is
I
still
remember
muted.
you.
There you go.
I don't think he
when
remembers
you. Walked in,
you.
I went, Steven.
Yeah,
Yeah. Oh, okay.
he did call out to you, Stephen.
Cool.
All right. So, screen looks better. Let's make sure the show screen. Oh yeah, that's almost perfect. Look at that. It's almost like I set this up a couple hours ago. Okay. Let's get everybody squared away so that we can actually just focus on being here together, sharing this time in space. Guys, it's very precious. All right. There we go. Hi. Oh, I forgot. Never try and interact with Benton before the show. Because
What are you talking about?
he is always clacking away.
What do you mean?
Writing more.
A last minuter, eh?
Just a little. I gotta make sure. Is this your level, Eric? I gotta make sure you're up enough.
Yes, this is.
All right.
This is the volume at which I'll be talking. I also have the ability to turn the gain up or down on my own
All right.
microphone.
You're good. We got you. I just wanted to make sure. All right. Hey. Nobody in here can see it, but hey guys at home, look at that fancy new pre-show screen. Because the show has so many pre-shows, Milk decided they needed to make a screen so that the information was being delivered to viewers about what the fuck was not quite happening yet. So we've got that now. So that's good. Steven. Well, actually, no. Eric's technically no. Steven's first on the screen. Steven, how are you?
I am. I'm hanging in there. I'm hot.
Yeah.
I had a milkshake earlier. I never have milkshakes, and I got sugar spike from that. I think I'm coming down from it.
Oh
now.
no.
And I'm trying to figure out on the Tonight Play, which is coming up here on the 28th. Hey,
Yeah.
everybody. We need a tiger and an elephant, and I was at IKEA, and we're like, oh, let's look in the stuffed animal department. They had them, but it's like $50 total for both. I'm not sure if I want to invest that much. So
it's gonna be a little pricier. Yeah.
Yeah, I might have like some Beanie Babies or something at my parents' house. So
Sure.
we'll see.
All right. Well, let's not use too much of this good stuff until the actual show.
Yeah.
Dealing with the heat, Steven? Dealing with the heat, are we?
Dealing with the heat. Yeah. How
Yeah.
are you doing, Jesse?
I'm you know what? I almost said good and I stopped myself, and I shouldn't do that.
Yeah.
I should embrace.
You can say whatever you want.
Well, sure, but
I'm not doing good.
I-
So
well-
I'll be there right with you.
I mean, that's fair. Sorry, Benton. Sorry, I was looking at level. I don't know. I'll probably turn Benton down a little bit. Oh shit. See, this is why I needed somebody up front, but I wasn't expecting anybody to show up. So now I gotta go up front. Hold on.
Where's Corey? Corey, come on. Stop watching the stream.
Can
Come
I bu-
on.
Can I buy a water? Fuck yeah, a free water. Just where I thought I'd be 7 years into comedy. A free $1 water. How long it takes. I don't know. Let's both do stand up at the same time. Let's both do our material, or let's switch. What do you guys want to do?
Yeah, what do you guys want to do?
What do you guys want to do? Stephen, Ferris, Benton. I got a new deodorant today.
Did you?
No, but you talk
No.
about deodorant on
I
stage.
do. I talk about deodorant on stage. I got to come up with 20 minutes of deodorant material
Wait for what?
so I can do a dry bar special.
Oh, I saw that on Facebook
I'm
today.
gonna try.
You're gonna try and get on Dry Bar?
I'm gonna try.
I know a guy that once recommended that I should submit to Dry Bar, and I was
Okay.
like, I like to curse.
Yeah.
I like to not. It just seems so. Dry Bar is a series of clean comedy specials that gets put out by this company on the internet, and they're very like, I don't know, they're all like filmed on like sitcom sets,
Oh,
almost.
Really? Okay.
Yeah, have you never seen the backdrop? They look a little, they look very plastic. They look like the Barbie movie set a little bit.
Okay.
But they're always like themed. Like I saw one guy that I worked with once. He had one where it was like a rodeo in the background, and there was like rodeo stuff. And then there was another one that was like a diner. And then they also just do regular ones that are like at wineries and stuff. But it's very like, it gives the same vibes of like, you know, conservative family photos with airbrushed faces, kind of that.
Interesting. Okay. I think I got the impression that you had to go out to Utah to do it.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
I don't know.
I worked.
Like that's where they're based or whatever.
The guy I worked with that had one was Mark Yaffe, and I liked him a lot.
Yeah.
Usually clean. I don't like all the way clean, but he pulls it off really good. And then do you know shit.
Are we just getting shop talk?
Yeah.
Is that
well,
pre-show?
You said entertain.
Yeah, I did, didn't I?
That's the most entertaining.
Are you not entertained?
Are you not entertained?
So what they did was talk in monotone about deodorant.
Oh yeah, and then we forgot Eric
Eric's
was
here.
on there. Because he's not.
Oh wait, water?
I'm good. Yeah.
I'd love a water. Thank you.
Eric can't commit to driving up from L.A.
Yeah.
What are you doing in L.A. right now, man?
Me?
Yeah.
I work at I work with a company that does fire safety shows for elementary schools.
Oh, you're still doing that?
I'm still right. July is pretty dead.
I would think July would be a big time for fire safety shows.
Not
Well,
if the schools are closed.
There's no school. That's
Well.
the problem. The hottest months.
Oh
You
man,
gotta have both. You gotta have school and fire safety.
Do you get lit on fire and then you show them how to go on fire?
No, we definitely don't get lit on fire. We do have a lot of schools that are worried that we're gonna do like pyrotechnics and stuff, and I'm like, it's all cardboard fire.
So you do set fires.
What?
You do set fires. Like
I mean, we do pretend fires.
But do you actually like light a real fire at the school, or
No.
just pretend? Okay, gotcha.
No. We have a lot of schools that are worried about us doing that, and then we have to let them know. It's like, it's cardboard. But yeah, no real fire for me, unfortunately, or fortunately, probably for me, because I'm a goofball.
So, because you're a goofball, you know, that would probably, if there was fire involved, a goofball like you might spread the fire around
Yeah.
more. Is that, yeah.
Yes, I have a bad habit of kicking things over on accident, and I'm a clumsy guy, and so if we're using real fire for anything, I can imagine that would lead to a big issue.
that's fair.
But this is an imagination. Has it ever actually happened?
Has someone started a fire with their imagination, Stephen?
Well,
Is
no,
that
what
you're
I mean
asking?
is he's imagining
Okay.
that if there was a fire and he kicked something, something bad would happen.
Okay.
But I want to know if this has actually happened before.
Not a fire, but I sliced off a part of my thumb.
Oh yeah.
I was cutting something towards myself.
Oh, well,
when I
you
was in Cub Scouts.
double wrong.
Okay.
The correct direction.
In the Cub Scouts, so I mean, they teach people all kinds of knots to tie, and I'm sure knife safety and stuff too. But I guess they hadn't gotten to that.
Well, that was how I learned. My dad went like, "Hey!" And I was like,
Yeah.
Yeah, needs to be a little more clear, not just. Ah!
"Ah!"
All right.
Yeah.
You know what, Stephen?
What?
Thank you for holding this down
Sure.
while I was getting all of our all our friends in, and while Benton needed the quiet time to finish up his prompts.
What do you mean finish?
Well, Benton needed some quiet time to start his prompts.
What do you mean finish, man? Just give me 5 more minutes. That's all I'm asking.
Well, you're going to be introduced third, so you've got at least 5 more minutes.
I thought I was first.
Well, you're the third. You're on the.
I thought I was the. Never mind. I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Don't. I'm not taking that away from
That's
myself.
what I'm saying. Or no, wait, you are first. Shit, sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry, no, Eric's third. Do I have that right on the screen?
I
do.
I own Stab Comedy Theater now.
Yeah.
That I got that right.
Well,
you got that wrong.
I mean, congratulations.
Yeah. Oh no. I just got a Chase Bank alert that I lost all my money.
Yeah. What have you done? One of the fingers on that monkey paw just actually went back out. All right, we are behind. We've got Buddy following us up. Let's get things started so that we can be done with them. That's the spirit. All right, let's get the program going. Huh? There it is.
Roughly 24 to 92 hours ago, Stab's team of comedy scientists commissioned 3 specific humorists to give various potentially comedic takes on several random topics, which they will now perform for the first and likely last time in front of a live studio audience in a show called Stab.
This is Stab, and this is the second match in the first round of Stab's 10th anniversary tournament. Let's introduce tonight's panel. Our first panelist will never be convinced that 7 actually ate 9, so quit trying, sheeple. He's an amazing stand-up comedian. It's Benton Harshaw. Oh. I guess I'll fix that in post.
What happened?
Just the intro just stopped. I love this computer. Our second panelist breaks wind with his bare hands. He's producer of the Tonight Play. It's Stephen Ferris. There it is.
Thank you.
And our third panelist once pushed a flight of stairs down another flight of stairs. He's one half a raptor on a horse. It's Eric Barger. Woo! And I'm your host, Jesse Jones. Too good to be true, yet here I am. So tell your stupid dumb eyes to shut the fuck up. Welcome to the Stab Show. I did see you guys in the wrong position. Now I'm sure your names are wrong underneath you. It's anarchy now. Welcome to the Stab Show for our second contest in the wildly sprawling 10-year anniversary tournament we're putting together. Who's going to join Jacqueline Wine in the second round? We'll find out in roughly 50 minutes. Now, let's meet tonight's panel. Technically, Benton, hi there.
Hey, how you doing?
Yep, wrong names on there. Okay. Oh, and I didn't switch over.
Who am
Hold
I?
on. There it is. See, now we're in the actual show. You've got the wrong names. You can't see it up there. Don't look. You're hurting your necks.
I was looking at it.
I could switch those, but I will. I'll end up switching them. I'm used to having you over there, Benton. That's the problem.
I know.
But when you're on a show with EJB1, it's...
What does that mean?
That's Eric James Barger the First.
Okay.
That's right. And his pug just wandered into the bedroom.
Uh-oh. He's got to expel a pug. Benton, how are you?
You know what?
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Let's just say okay.
We're relative. I helped write an obituary today.
Sure.
No problem.
Sure.
Nothing I couldn't handle.
No,
got a little
flex.
got a little wacky with it.
Yeah, flex those muscles.
Yeah. But besides that, did some push-ups today.
Sure, flex those muscles. Yeah.
Yeah, those. I played pool last night.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I pretty much just play pool these days.
Yeah. Okay. Is that? Have you become a brooding young gent who hangs out by the pool hall and hustles?
I don't know if that's the stereotype of pool hall inhabitants. I don't fit in at the pool hall because I get there and it's like a bunch of guys that just got off like their job pouring asphalt, and then there's me like, hi fellas.
Yep.
But last night I went to the college bar and I was slamming kids into the ground. It was awesome.
Yeah. Well, that seems like where you should have started. Why were you going to the tradesman's pool hall? Why were...
It's closer.
Okay.
Close. The tables are nice.
I mean, it's physically
Burger's-
closer,
Burger's very good.
but spiritually, it was a lot farther away, Ben.
Well, you know, I'm kind of an adventurer.
Okay. Okay.
I like stepping in. I like making safe spaces unsafe, which I'm sure those trade workers thought I was making it unsafe.
That's
in there.
what I've always said about Benton Harshaw. When he shows up, look out!
Look out! They don't give these $10 aviators to just anyone.
Bar stools are going just on the ground. They're getting tipped over. They're not like going through windows or anything. They're gently being placed over. And
No, that's not the energy I bring to the pool hall.
Yeah.
I actually bring a little order. Yeah.
oh yeah,
Yeah.
you walk in and you straighten all the seats
Well,
at the bar.
I stack the chalk.
Sure.
I stack the chalk, and I make sure I test the integrity of the cues.
Sure.
Come
in with a bottle of sanitizer, wipe down all the racks.
No, they don't believe in germs
No.
at the pool hall.
That's true. That's true. Nothing's been wiped down there in
Yeah.
in 30 years. That's when it falls apart. It's all the germs that's holding everything together.
It's
a delicate ecosystem, Ben.
I was wondering because there's some businesses that you walk in and you're like, oh, this never shut down during COVID.
Oh yeah.
And every pool hall is that. It's like there's no way.
Yeah.
There's no way they did that.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I guess there's still actual pool halls. I only know like pool tables in bars anymore.
I know. Well, there's a few. There's actually like 3 pool halls in town.
Yeah, Sharky's I think is still around. That's the only one I know.
There's Blue Q, Jointed
Blue
Q.
Q, sure.
Blue Q I don't go to. Jointed Q, Hot Shots, and then there's one next to Punchline in Arden.
All right. Well, you do know the haunts.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. Well,
Listen, I'm unemployed.
that's all right. That's fair. Well, good to have you, Benton.
Thank you. Glad to be here.
Get back to writing. Stephen?
Uh,
Hi there. Sorry, didn't mean to catch you by surprise.
I am here.
Yeah.
What's up?
Just checking in.
Oh yeah,
Just, top of show check-ins, as we do.
right. The top of show.
Yep. That time.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, did I wake you?
I mean,
it's hot
kind
out
of-
there. I know.
It's hot.
It's
It's hot in here too. Even with the AC and the
you
fans.
know what? I don't need to hear that.
It's still.
I spent
I'm
$1,000
not.
to cool this place.
It's like, and it's helping. I mean, it's hotter outside, but still, I was out there, and now then I came in here, and it's nicer. But it's like I think I'm still recovering.
Sure.
And the milkshake, and
Had a milkshake coming
had
down
some-
from that sugar.
French fries from Five Guys.
Do you not have a lot of sugar the rest of the time in your life?
That's
That a
true.
milkshake
That's
can just
true.
torpedo you? Is that?
Oh yeah.
Yeah?
Oh yeah. I don't have a sweet tooth, so
All right.
it's not natural.
Well, you don't have a sweet tooth, and then you go straight to a Five Guys milkshake. You're just going from 0 to 60 here.
Because it's crazy. Because my sister went into In-N-Out, and I was like, I don't eat beef anymore.
Oh.
And I was like, well, I know In-N-Out's not gonna have. I know they have like the grilled cheese sandwich. I'm
Yeah.
like, that's not enough protein on that. Let's go see what Five Guys has.
Okay.
And my sister, I mean, she was getting milkshakes at In-N-Out anyway.
Is there a lot of protein in milkshakes?
Well, I don't know. I figure it's probably got to have some.
Okay.
And then I was like, and I said the word protein when I was in the Five
Get a
Guys.
protein shake?
And they're big on peanuts. And they're like, get
they're-
the peanut milkshake.
That
And
makes
I was
sense.
like, oh, yeah, that probably has some protein.
Okay.
So I got one.
Mm-hmm.
And I got their veggie sandwich, but it's just like nacho cheese with grilled vegetables on a bun. It's like, I don't know.
All right. Well, sorry.
That's where I'm at right now.
Okay. All right. Well, I apologize. Your salad burger didn't hit the spot. I'm sorry.
It was all right. I just, that's what it is, and people eat that.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
They have a whole button on the register and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do.
They wouldn't do that if people didn't eat it.
No. I was
Yeah,
like,
that's a lot of extra work.
maybe I should have got some jalapenos on it just to like up the nacho thing, but
Sure.
I didn't do that. I don't
Okay.
know. I actually got 2 of them because there was a homeless guy in the parking lot, and I was like, let's help him.
Okay.
I wasn't sure if he was gonna take it, because it's not a bird, it's no beef. But I told him first. I was like, "This is just a veggie sandwich." He's like, "No, I'll take it."
Well, good.
So,
See there,
yeah.
and he probably enjoyed it much more than you did.
I'm sure he did. Yeah. So.
All right, Stephen.
right.
Good to have you.
Yeah.
Yeah. That feels right. Eric, how about you bring the exact opposite energy?
Yeah, I was
fire
like
it up.
listening to this, and I was like, man, I'm really gonna bring the enthusiasm to this show.
Come on, Eric, do it.
Hello, everybody. I'm here, and
Hey.
I'm excited to be here.
Hell yeah. How you doing, Eric?
I am doing all right. I've recently been diving into the world of string art. Well, it's not dive. I've been doing it for a while.
Okay.
But I'm getting. I'm trying to make 20 so that I can then start selling them to craft fairs and stuff. So,
Okay. Is that a minimum you've put on yourself, or that the fairs have demanded?
It's a minimum I put on myself
Okay.
because I was just like,
You don't want a
I don't
sparse
wanna-
table.
what?
You don't want a sparse table.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't want to show up with a few things and
That's
then
fair.
be like, but I can make more.
Yeah. Yeah. You don't want a sad string art table.
Yeah, string art is supposed to be whimsical. And
Yeah.
I can't sit there. It's not something I think you can really sell if you're insecure.
Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody wants an insecure string art salesman.
Hey, you
Oh,
like string?
do you like string?
You like string and intricately woven around nails? Would you like some of
It is
these?
cool. If anybody wants this. Okay.
Oh, I was hoping we'd get an example.
This is a fun one that I did. This is Guy Fieri's face.
Whoa.
It's Guy Fieri's face on a Geodude.
Wow. Yeah. Oh man, you've got 19 more? Holy shit.
No, I have 15 done right
Oh,
now.
all right. Nice.
So
Well, that's cool.
I'm on the way. But hey, if you out there you want a string art,
Well,
message me on Instagram and I'll make you a fun one for some money.
as
Does I
much
make-
of a Pokey fan as I know Milk in the chat here is, I'm sure they thoroughly enjoyed your first example and will we'll be getting to you to commission another.
Can you,
Well, yeah. Hit me up, baby. I'm a Poke freak and I love doing weird twists on Pokemon.
Nice.
can you make me one of Hunter Biden?
Hunter Biden?
Yeah.
As a Pokemon?
No, just Hunter Biden.
I'm gonna give you a hot no thanks on that one.
You know what? Be choosy. Respect your own craft.
Listen,
Eric.
I'll pay you whatever I make from this show.
Oh, well.
All right, so I'm losing money.
Yes. Yes. Unless Benton goes all the way, there will be a cash prize. Honestly. All right. Well, Eric, good to have you. Good to know of your new venture, and can't wait to see more.
Thank you.
All right. Let's get the program underway. Fortunately, the stingers are somewhat shorter, so they probably won't pause in the middle. Let's get the show going. Segment 1, FUPOS. Everyone had one. Everyone knows one. Everyone has to deal with one, animate or inanimate, every day of their lives. It's a leading cause of anxiety, frustration, and FUPOS being thrown across the room in anger. FUPOS, or fucking useless piece of shit.
Oh.
Sometimes we feel like FUPOS, but know that you're not. You're a VUPOS, a very useful piece of shit. And that's the best I can do for you. But let's quickly forget what we either already knew or just learned about FUPOS, and instead give us who or what else FUPOS might stand for or represent to you, Benton Harshaw.
I didn't.
Did you get this one done?
I did get this one done.
All right, cool.
They're all done. Excuse you.
No, yeah, it's just the fine tuning.
They're
That's
just
all it
not
is.
that good.
All right.
I
Well,
didn't know what FUPO meant.
Oh, well, Did you read? I wrote it there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, where it
Oh.
says "fucking useless piece of shit."
I thought you just made up a thing.
Oh, well, I mean, most of these things they're just entered in on the internet. I don't know how
You can
much.
see how I'd think that from the rest of the prompts.
Yeah. Well, Benton, hey there.
All right.
How about you just give us whatever the fuck you thought FUPOS stood for then?
All right. So
Let's do it.
interior
Oh,
shot
exterior, okay.
is a press conference at a local town hall. The mayor walks on stage behind a podium.
Mhm.
He's visibly shaken and sweating through his white dress shirt, and he's clearly wearing like a Victorian corset, like a very tight, old-timey Marie Antoinette Victorian corset. And he starts
Right.
talking. Thank you, everybody, for coming today on such short notice. I know that there's been a lot of chatter around, and I want to address some rumors about me and my personal life. Some photos have emerged recently that will show my physique in a different light than is true. It's not true. It's a picture of me with the part above my genitals larger than perceived. And these are doctored. They're ChatGPT. They're not true. This false until proven otherwise. It's a FUPO, if you will. It's a FUPA, if you will. And that's it. That's the bit.
All right. The setup took longer than the actual bit.
Listen,
You know what? I appreciate it. You had to paint the picture.
you did,
We had to see it.
and I just wanted to do the voice.
Yeah. You know what? Acceptable. Thank you, Benton. That is a fictional fupa. Thank you. Steven.
Yeah.
Hi there. Sorry, didn't mean to shout at you. Steven. We could do this all day. Steven.
Who's there?
Yeah. Let's hear your FUPOS.
Okay, mine is framed, underrated painting of someone. People walk by and exclaim, "Wow, that's an amazing portrait. You must have paid a fortune." And then later they forget about it and they're back onto the Mona Lisa or one of those other portraits.
Sure.
You know, that's just what happens when you're a FUPOS. UPOS have it even worse. No frame.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You know, the frame at least tries to sell it. Some people have to be sold art. They can't just look at it and see its value for themselves.
Sure.
You know, if it has a frame, it must be good, they think. That's why trucks outsell cars in America. Because most cars these days don't have frames. They're unibodies.
Oh.
SUVs trick people because they look like trucks that have frames, and some of them do. But most of them these days are unibodies. That's mine.
Oh, okay. So I'm looking forward to all the rest of these having to be punctuated by, well, that was mine, so I know when we're done.
All right. I didn't write that on there.
You don't have to.
So yeah,
You don't have to.
We're just
But the
cooking with
point
what
is-
you gave us.
Oh, it's my fault.
Yep.
Okay. That's fair. Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Oh, I really do need to save that as like a text message alert.
Hello.
Yeah. Because it's just so good, so pure. Eric. Oh wait, are you? Oh, you are armed with an instrument.
That's right.
Hopefully it comes through. Let's see how this goes. Eric, let's hear your FUPOS.
All right. And if it doesn't, just I don't know, say something, and I'll stop using it.
That's all right.
So here we go. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Welcome back to Entertainment Tonight. I'm Judge Fudgley. And I'm Chamber Wambin. And tonight, we have an insider's look at the hot new single from up-and-coming R&B artist Omicron. He's ready to tell us all about his hot new single, FUPOS. Now, the artist would like to preface by saying you might think that he messed up and actually wrote a song for the acronym FUSOP. And you might think that he made this horrifying realization right as he logged onto a Zoom and had a mini anxiety attack. But don't worry, that's not the case at all. As you'll see in the not hastily thrown together final chorus, he did the acronym right, and that was the plan the whole time.
Yeah,
so,
clearly.
you can't dock him points for getting the acronym wrong. So let's take a look at his hot new single, FUPOS. My girl got an office job at an office building. Yeah, she working that 9 to 5. What a way to make a living. Yeah, she's the supply manager. She's in charge of office supplies. But with them pens that she getting, you know I can't help but sweating. So I say, meet me by the printer in 5. Because I want a freak under sheets of paper. Freak under sheets of paper. And then I want to grind you on the stapler. Freak under sheets, yeah. Freak under sheets of paper. Yo, you know my girl a freak in the Google Sheets. She make me wanna beat on my Google Meets. Yeah, you know she a woman in charge, working Microsoft, making me micro hard. Girl, let me fill out your intake form so we can fax till the break of dawn. Throw your body up on a shelf. Clippy coming in and saying, looks like you're trying to freak. Can I help? Go the fuck away, Clippy, cause I wanna freak under sheets of paper. Freak under sheets of paper. And then I wanna grind you on the stapler. Freak under sheets, yeah, freak under sheets. Now this is the part where I throw in the acronym I'm supposed to say. Cause my girl's job is also ordering lunch every single day. She orders sushi and I'm like, girl, you make me feel out of control. You're looking so fine with that sticky rice. So meet me by the salmon skin roll. Because I want to freak under pieces of salmon. Freak under pieces of salmon. Add a side of ginger with some tamarind. Freak under pieces of, freak under pieces of, freak under pieces of salmon. And freak under sheets of paper. And freak under yellowfin, covered in Post-its, dipped in soy sauce, and thrown in a manila envelope.
Oh, heavens. Oh.
Did you hear it?
And in case you're all wondering, and I know you are, yes, all three of these people had the same amount of time. I'm sorry. I wanted to get that out of the way because I know you guys work hard. But Eric is often an overachiever.
Listen, he could have 10 string arts in that amount of time.
It's true. It's true. Oh, that was our reorganization. Well done, everybody. At segment 2, it's greeting cards. If you need to let someone who someone you kind of care about know that you think about them, I clearly did not rewrite this entire thing. So let me I had the same amount of time as you guys. If you need to let someone you kind of care about know that you thought about their situation enough to go someplace that sells like batteries and body wash, and then drop $5 on the perfect pre-produced sentiment that matches yours enough to prove you kind of cared, then it sounds like you need yourself a greeting card for when you need to say the very least, but don't want to feel weird writing it yourself. So in greeting cards, you're asked to compose one card each for each of the following events, occurrences, or situations. We'll do our standard segment 2 fare, 111, 222, Serpentine. Benton Harshaw. let's hear your first. Let's get these greeting cards kicked off. With your first card, your congratulations, it wasn't nearly as bad as you thought it would be card.
All right, yep. This is a happy first committed to a state mental institution. And it's in the side, there's a picture of the Native American from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Sure.
And he's got his thumbs up. That's the card.
Yeah, wasn't so bad.
No.
No, your first commitment. Oh, well, first of many.
I know, it's tough.
Yeah.
You're all sweaty, no clothes.
Got to start somewhere, though. That mental health journey. Steven. Hi there.
Oh.
Yeah. Steven, let's hear your congratulations. It wasn't nearly as bad as you thought it would be card.
Okay, it's just one word. See?
Sure. Sure. It's one of those blank insides.
Well, it has to. It's just I mean it's blank, but it's like kind of artistically blank, where it's just like the C is just centered right there.
Yeah.
And a font, like an easy to read font. But it's like a thin, like a narrow font, and it's like kind of like a faint. It's not black. It's like kind of like a gray.
Sure.
You know.
See, these were the details we were asking for, Steve. Eric, hey, how about we finish our first trip through greeting cards with your congratulations? It wasn't as bad as you might have thought it would be card.
All right, so the front of the card is this big, stupid cartoon guy, like big, stupid, silly, round teeth and a nose that's half the size of his head, and he's facing to the side, and he's kind of like leaning back a little bit with his hands on his hips, and he's got this giant bulge in the crotch of his jeans. Now, from the crotch is a speech bubble that says, "Hey, I'm that task you were trying to complete." Now, from the bulge, you would think that he has an erection, right?
Sure.
But we open the card to reveal the guy has pulled down his pants and he's only half erect and half flaccid. And the flaccid half of his wiener is hanging down to his knee. And the tip of his wiener has a little face on it with a speech bubble that says, "I guess I wasn't as hard as you thought."
Yeah. Yeah.
Eric, is that something that happens to you? Do you get half hard, half flaccid?
Yeah.
What?
It's a very
That
common.
sounded like a yes.
It's a very common problem, Benton. I'm not going to have you judging anyone here.
Well, figure if you had a cock ring on, like that could happen. Like I don't know.
I don't.
If you put the cock ring like right in the middle.
I'm almost
I
certain
don't wanna
that's
get
not
too-
how that works.
I don't think they'll- but come on, you've never had a half chub?
Yeah. It's an artistic representation of a semi.
But it's the whole thing is a
Yes,
half chub, not one half of it. It's a half. It's not like Neapolitan ice cream.
There's a clear gradient on turgidity here.
Sorry,
Ben.
I'll shut my mouth.
Don't shut it very long, though, Benton, because we're coming around for our second pass. Let's hear your "So You've Been Cheated On Again" card.
Open it. It says, you know what they say, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, I'm the reason you fucked your Pilates teacher.
Yeah. Very relatable. Thank you, Benton. I have got such a half-dangling... No. Steven, how about your card for "So You've Been Cheated On Again"? Oh, he enjoys it.
I used the same saying in this one. But I did it in a
Great
different.
minds.
I did it in a different way. So there's an old saying in Tennessee. I know it's in Texas, probably in Tennessee. It says, "Cheat on me once, shame on you. Cheat on me. You can't get cheated on again."
There you go. So topical.
I almost went that direction too. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's get a milkshake.
The two of you almost had 17-year-old references in your Oh, good for you. Good. Something like that. I don't know. Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Hi there. How about your so you've been cheated on again card?
All right. Well, Jesse, speaking of old references, this greeting card was made in 2006.
Nice.
All right. So the front of the
17
card
year?
has Raven Simone, Adrian Bylon, Sabrina Bryan, and Keely Williams, all standing in front looking fierce as hell. And it says, "Sorry you got cheated on." And then you open the card and it says, "But doesn't every cheetah girl need a sequel? The Cheetah Girls, When in Spain, coming to Disney Channel August 25th.
Oh man. Disney Channel promotional material. Man. Held on to that one. That's got to be worth something. Thank you, Eric. Cheetah Girls 2, guys. Coming in 2007. All right. Third time around. One more greeting card. This has nothing to do with anything. So I'm sure you guys didn't all have a similar thought. Benton, let's hear a thinking of you card for a billionaire.
First off, the card is shaped like a submarine.
Sure.
And it's blank inside because it's about the implication.
Sure. Yeah. Yeah. You just let
You
your
didn't
mind
expect me to
fill-
go that direction, did you?
No, not at all. I can't wait to hear the two completely different ones we're about. Steven, thinking of your card for billionaires.
Yeah, this one's the same. So it's like this. It's I don't have a submarine, but I have a. It's a cartoon butler, and he's asking, "Shall we implode today, sir?"
Yeah. So, shall we? There was nothing further on your schedule. Implosion today. Shall we? Thank you, Stephen.
Sure.
Eric,
Yes.
take us back to 2006 with your thinking of you card for a billionaire.
All right. So this is a card from a billionaire to another billionaire.
Sure.
So the front has a group of nuns praying, and the top says, "Thinking of you." Then you open the card, and it says, "Or at least I would be if I had the ability to empathize with other human beings. But if I did have that ability, I would be more likely thinking about the hundreds of thousands of workers who, under my employ, whose ideas and labors I profit off of, yet I refuse to pay them a living wage. And if I were thinking of them, I might realize that for a single-digit percentage of my net wealth, I could ensure that literally hundreds of thousands of people could live full, comfortable lives. And all it would take is for me to realize that half my wealth is more money than most people will see in their entire lifetime. I could break away from my ingrained greed and selfishness and literally change the world, but..." And then the nuns have a speech bubble that says, "We're not changing our habits."
Uh-huh. Yeah. Try not to think about any of that. What a world, guys. You can be a billionaire too. Just try harder. Bootstraps, kids. Get them and pull yourself up by them. Thank you, everybody. That was segment 2. Oh, sure. Sure. We don't need that.
Nobody joined you two.
I like it. They begrudgingly, yeah, I guess. Yeah, that sentiment hasn't just burned a hole in our souls. Let's just, yeah. You wrote some stuff. Good job. Segment 3, it's recipes. Oh, this is fun. This is a fun one. Energy. For all of our good and all of our bad, something came into our lives to guide our development and ingrain into us these traits. Or, this is exactly how we were born, and we're always meant to be. One or the other. But for the purposes of this current discussion, let's go with the presupposition that we are made up of the sum of all of our life's experiences and just move on. And while we all know that sugar and spice and everything nice are what little girls are made of, and that snips and snails and puppy dog tails are what little boys are made of, in recipes, you're asked to give us the ingredients that have gone into the making of these other various stuffs and things to be what they are. Benton Harshaw. Nothing. No, just three random words that are just it has nothing, no implications to anybody.
Oh, this is about me?
No, it's not about you. It's not about you. It's just about the greater us. Benton, let's hear your recipe for modest regional success.
Okay. It is about me.
It's not about you.
I have modest
Not
regional success. All right, the bit is starting. All right, recipe for modest regional success.
Mm-hmm.
First, grab a large pot, the one that your father handed down to you from his father and his father before him. Do not let anyone else touch this pot, especially if they are a minority. If they start owning pots, this whole neighborhood will go to shit. This pot is the basis for everything. First, add 16 years of a very happy childhood where everything is provided to you and you suffer little to no trauma. Then add 1 year of thinking nothing good has ever happened to you. This ingredient is crucial because it will cement ingratitude as a pattern for the rest of the recipe. Add 4 years of living in your parents' basement and trying to become a SoundCloud rapper. You will talk in Ebonics during this time, and no one will hopefully remember it. Now, it may look like you're making something completely inedible at this point in the recipe, but the dish is supposed to look pitiful at this point.
Yeah.
In cooking, we call this dead beating. Add 1 year of recklessness, a mixture of spices and experience. You'll meet a woman at a bar. She'll be immediate bad news, but she affirms every bad decision in your life. During this period, throw in some sort of drug that in most cases would ruin someone's life, but your parents have money, so it will instead be called growing up. All right, throw in rock bottom. Now quickly throw in these ingredients. Paid for meditation retreat. New apartment 3 blocks from your parents' house. 3 emotional support animals that you quickly lose and are never found. A spanking brand new position stapling papers at your dad's construction firm. It pays $80,000 a year. Now bake for 40 years. The food will never face difficulty nor have to work for ascending the corporate ladder of your father's company.
Oh, that sounds delicious.
Similar to the Billionaire.
Yeah, similar.
This is a class-conscious show.
Very much, very much. If you all take nothing home with you, but that you should feel bad, just know that that's what we're aiming for. All right. Hey, Steven.
Huh?
Yeah. I keep waking you from these naps. I feel like you've got a good recipe for this.
Okay.
Steven, let's hear your recipe for a good road trip companion.
All right. I've had a few different road trip companions over the years. Sometimes a great road trip companion is a close friend. Other times it's someone you barely knew before the trip. Sometimes it's someone you got to know on the trip and liked, but later some shit went down and now you no longer speak to them. So it's unlikely they'll ever be a road trip companion again. We all love having a road trip companion because it sure beats driving by yourself.
Sure.
Of course, sometimes a road trip companion can be terrible. We might think we had picked up a smelly hitchhiker with a weapon, but no, we planned this. You might even have to threaten to pull over and let them out on the side of the road. What if they don't get out? Then you have to get out and just leave them there in the car. That's why it's so important to get a good one, and that's what we're going to explore today: how to cook up a good road trip companion.
Sure.
Now, a little about me. I've been cooking food for myself for many years, and I'm fairly confident that I can cook eggs, hash browns, tom yum soup, pasta, Greek salads, salsa, quesadillas, vegetables, etc. That's mostly what I eat. But that's food. How do you cook her companion? Because remember, this isn't cannibalism.
Mm-hmm.
We're not literally going to cook and eat this companion unless we get stuck in the snow over a summit for long enough.
Well.
But anyway, no.
No.
What we're going to try to do is take the most awful road trip companion in the world and Pygmalion them into the best road trip companion.
Okay.
Just a little background for those who aren't familiar with what a Pygmalion is. It's like the movie He's All That or the movie She's All That.
Oh, sure.
There's also an old one called My Fair Lady.
Mm-hmm.
The name actually comes from a story in a book called Pygmalion, where a man takes a poor, uneducated, classless woman and trains her to try to pass her off as a high society debutante.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the He's All That version is actually the opposite.
Yeah.
And that version, a woman does it to a man. So that's what we're going to do, except it could be a man or a woman. Want to read more? Subscribe today for unlimited access to great recipes like this for only $6.99 per month.
God damn it. Oh, we got paywalled. You son of a bitch. Oh. All right. What are the other perks in this fucking Patreon? What are we doing? Oh, thanks, Steven.
You're welcome.
I appreciate the different take. Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Hi there.
I gotta recover. That really made me laugh.
Eric, let's wrap up some recipes. Let's hear your recipe. Let's hear your recipe for someone who uses a leaf blower before 8 a.m.
All right. Sniff, sniff. Can you smell that? It's summer. Hi, Pioneer Woman here, and I say, forget the hot dogs and hamburgers, because nothing gives me that summer feeling quite like trying to sleep through the loud whirring sound being created by my angry neighbor, Mr. Dottler. So, when I want to relive the nostalgia of summers gone by, I reach for this handy recipe of, yes, a real person that I have encountered in my life.
Oh, no.
Ingredients: 1 bandana, brown. 1 pair cargo shorts, brown. Belt not applicable. 1 really, really, really old shirt, brown. Grateful Dead logo optional. 1 pair Tevas, old, brown. 1 pair sunglasses, shockingly stylish and modern. And 1 pair yardwork gloves, brown.
Mm-hmm.
Step 1. Mix all ingredients into an old fat asshole named Sean. Unsure if you've got someone fat, old, or assholey enough? Well, you can test by stepping on the loose chains in their yard. If they respond with, hey, Eric, come on, don't step on those are my chains. You've got the right guy. Step 2. Fill your fat, old asshole named Sean with a bunch of Stella Artois. The dosage is up to you, but if you're unsure if you've poured enough, test by walking past his house with your only 2 friends in high school. If he opens up the door in his boxers and says to your friends, seriously, you're friends with this guy? You've poured just the right amount. Don't stick with it. I know it can be tricky. I mean, we're making an adult who would imply an insecure teenager doesn't deserve friends. Step 3. Take 1 marriage to Diane and stew it well past its boiling point. Caution, for a while you'll think you don't like Diane because she's kind of impatient, but you'll come to realize that she is patient and kind. She just deals with the type of person who, after he beats you in a game of ping pong, says, no man, you just suck at ping pong. You could be good at ping pong, but you never will be because of your personality. Anyway, that leads us to step 4. Remove Diane! Place her in a nice house in Arden Park so she can live her best life. You go, Diane. Now, this will cause kind of a weird effect where both Diane and Sean disappear for a while. It's like, You see their kids at the house, but you never see their parents, and you're kind of like, what the hell's going on over there? Then you'll know that your recipe is almost complete when a few months later you see Diane showing up at a party at their house, new dress, new hair, radiating happiness, and you don't see Sean. And it's like, whoa, this is a party like celebrating their kid who came home from the Paralympics and Sean's not there? What the fuck is going on? Now you might be thinking, I ruined the recipe. My fat old asshole disappeared. Don't worry, just simmer for a few months. And then all of a sudden, there he'll be. Brown bandana clad, Sean Dottler, blowing dust off his driveway at 7:30 in the morning. Sean, where have you been? Why are you back? And why is this your chosen activity? What the fuck is going on, Sean? And there you have it. My recipe for a person who uses a leaf blower before 8 a.m. This meal pairs perfectly with a father who, instead of letting you vent for just a second, says, you can sleep when you're dead. Happy cooking.
Oh, man. Oh, what a vivid imagination, Eric. To be able to make up this person whole cloth. Just on this with 2 days notice? Oh, man. Sorry you had to deal with Sean, Eric.
It's okay.
All right, moving on because we're already late, but it doesn't matter because we love you. Yeah, let's go with that. Segment 4, it's dating profile. Who likes dating? I assume nobody. At least not the early part of it. The awkward getting to know somebody completely new, learning and trying to remember the shit that they think is fun while mentally measuring out just how much of this person's shit you feel like you can tolerate to make continuing this weird mating ritual worthwhile. Or maybe I'm just a hopeless romantic. Or the opposite of that. Any hoozle, in dating profiles, your job is to give us the dating profile of the following people, places, or things searching for love or companionship. Benton Harshaw. Let's hear your dating profile for an otherwise perfect partner with just one glaring flaw.
All right, so you're scrolling on the Hinge.
Oh, okay.
His name on the profile is Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
First picture of him is on a beach facing towards the ocean.
Sure.
Very good back muscles, good lats.
Uh-huh.
Could probably do like 10 pull-ups. He's facing slightly to the side, and you think you can see those like muscles on the lower stomach.
Mm-hmm.
Some call them cum gutters, I
Yes,
think.
some do.
And he's tall, no bald spot. You read his bio.
Mm-hmm.
6'2", works in real estate, giving away free houses to orphans.
Oh, well.
Says family's important to him and is looking for someone to settle down with.
Mm-hmm.
Loyal, loves fun, and is really interested when you explain reality shows to him.
Oh.
You see the next picture, it's him facing forward now.
Mm-hmm.
He has one walrus tusk sticking out from under his lip. Just one tusk. And that bothers you more than if there were two tusks.
Yeah.
Because one tusk makes you have more questions. Did he have two tusks and then lose one?
Yeah.
Was he only born with one tusk? If he lost a tusk, how did that happen? Was someone trying to hunt him for their trophy room? Is his head going to be on a swivel on a date because some mustache hunter will jump out trying to claim the freak of nature that he once let escape from him? Next picture. He's opening one of the orphanages he donated. To cut the ribbon, he is using the tusk.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he is aware of the tusk.
Yeah.
Does he use it for everything? Like when he has to open chicken breast, does he cut the plastic with the tusk? Because that's not food safe to use the tusk.
I suppose.
When he grows a mustache, will the hair be pointy like a walrus? Does he eat seals? If you're on a walk together and you see a seal on a rock, will he slide into the water and you just have to explain to everyone around, yeah, that's my boyfriend? Next picture. He has a tusk in a seal's throat, answering your last question.
Yeah.
It's Hinge. There's a voice memo. You think, all right. You play it, and it goes, arr, arr, arr. And you swipe right.
Sure.
Or no, you send a like. That's what
Okay.
Hinge is.
I'm not sure which is which. Okay.
Liar.
Okay. You know what? I'm not saying one tusk is a deal breaker. But
If a woman had one tusk, I would.
it's a lot to talk about unless they're sensitive about the tusk.
Nah.
But they've got pictures of it in action.
It's like
They're
being a
not
short
sensitive.
man. You have to own it.
Yeah. They're
Own the
leaning into
tusk.
that tusk.
There's women from Tuscaloosa. They
Sure.
might have had 2 tusks.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
The Tuskegee Airmen.
Sure. Got a third? Anybody? No? All right. We're not waiting for it. Thank you, Benton.
No problem.
That was one glaring flaw. Damn it, Thomas. Is that Buddy? Is that Buddy? Oh, good. Good. Hi, guys. I'm in here.
They're not going to come in here.
No, that's
Oh,
fine.
never mind.
Hey, guys. Steven.
Yeah.
We'll see how this goes. If this is too much, I don't know. If you narrowed it down, if it's, you know what? Let's see how Steven Ferris did their dating profile for Nebraska.
Nebraska. Hi, my name is Nebraska.
Sure.
My friends call me Nebs or Nebby or Nebula.
Yeah.
Age 35. Has kids and wants more.
Mm-hmm.
Sign Gemini. Drinks socially. It's got never with a pot leaf.
Oh, okay.
Never with a cigar. Boxing empathy. My real life superpower is America.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's break dating stereotypes by chatting for 10 years and then mating.
Okay. Okay.
What makes a relationship great is not having to think, when am I going to have a boyfriend again?
Yeah.
Nebs is using travel mode.
Oh, okay. 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 They like to go play. I wouldn't have guessed Nebraska is usually on the move, but all right.
I don't know. I mean, I think you could probably enable travel mode and still just stay in the same place.
Fair enough. Okay. You know what? You're right.
When
You're
you
right.
said that Nebraska was a Gemini, did you look up when Nebraska was founded as a
hope.
state?
I did not.
Okay.
Because
Because-
that's some you stuff.
Because this is just, I was like, it doesn't say it has to be about the state.
It doesn't.
So I was like, this is just a woman named Nebraska.
Oh, okay.
Oh, a woman.
Yeah.
Sure.
all
Neb
all those gals named Neb that
Yeah.
I'm chasing.
Yeah. Good
Because
old Neb.
otherwise, I would have, the age wouldn't have been 35.
Sure.
Yeah.
That was the first hint. And I was wondering if that was purposeful or not. So, question answered. Thank you, Stephen.
You're welcome.
Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Hi there. Let's hear. Oh, looking forward to it. Let's hear your dating profile for the Muffin Man.
Well, do you know the Muffin Man?
Uh-huh.
The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man is ready to get back on the scene? Hello, everybody. Yes, it's me, the Muffin Man, from the hit single. Now, it's been a bit of a journey for me. As some of you may know, my wife of 18 years passed away early last year. Now, I can neither confirm nor deny that she was a muffin baked into the shape of a woman. But I can confirm that her name was Poppy Seed and she was devoured by ants. But, that being said, I knew she would want me to move on and find happiness, so here I am making this video dating profile. So let's answer these questions. Question 1. What would be your ideal first date? Oh, the Muffin Man loves to go dancing. it would be so wonderful to go dancing again, especially with somebody whose hands don't immediately crumble in mine. You see, Poppy Seed and I used to dance all the time. Oh, I would put on my finest suit. She would wrap herself in some sultry saran wrap, and we would hit the town. Oh, all the fellas were so jealous. They'd say, "Your wife's a snack." And I would say, "I know." And they would say, "No, really, I have low blood sugar. Can I have some of your wife?" And I would say, "You back off, sir, or I'll engage in fisticuffs." I'm sorry. This isn't about Poppy Seed. This is about finding future love. Let's reset. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man on a deeper level? Question 2. What do you find most important in a future partner? Definitely somebody who talks ever. You see, Poppy Seed could be rather shy. I mean, she had a tough time coming out of her shell. And no, I'm not referring to the paper cup she always kept on her bottom. You see, she had a traumatic incident when she was young. This man forced her into an oven at 350 for 18 to 20 minutes or until golden brown, and that caused her... I'm sorry. What am I doing? I'm going on and on again about Poppy Seed. This is about finding future love. Let's reset. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man shan't be hung up on his dead spouse? Question 3. What's your idea of romance? Now, I don't want to get too raunchy here, but Poppy Seed and I had quite the physical connection. Oh, at the end of the date, I would buy her flowers. Flowers. There we go. And then I would say, "Give me some sugar." And she would literally cover my face in sugar. Ooh, it's got me going. Then I would whisper in her ear, "I need you." Spelled K-N-E-A-D. I need you, and I'm ready to show you the proof. Then I would lay her down, lift up her legs, and perform on her the tender act of crummalingus. And on nights where she was feeling especially zesty, I would give her a soggy bottom. I'm sorry. There I go again. Perhaps I'm not ready to move on from my beloved Poppy Seed. Perhaps I never will be. Do you know the Muffin Man? The Muffin Man, the Muffin Man. Do you know the Muffin Man may never be whole again?
Oh, God damn. Oh. That's so sad. Poppy Seed.
She always tested positive for heroin.
Oh yeah, it's. I had a hard time getting a job.
That.
Yeah, it's unfortunate, but Muffin Man provided. Thank you, Stephen, Eric, and Benton, all of you.
You mixed up the white guy.
All of you. Well, this is the most monochromatic show that we've been.
What a great way to say not diverse.
This is our most.
What a great way to say discriminatory.
Our most specifically chromosomal show in the first round. Don't worry, diversity's coming next week.
Don't worry.
We were good last week.
Boys.
All right. Thank you, Eric. Segment 5. It's location. Final segment of the evening, as well it should be, because we are already running late. In this land of opportunity of ours, literally anyone can do literally anything their little heart desires. You can open up your dream business right this very second, and absolutely no one is standing in your way. Then the invisible hand of the marketplace will decide whether your dream lives or dies. Fair is fair. And in location, you three are starting businesses in a location that might not be ideal for said business. But it's your job to convince us why we should patronize your businesses anyway. Benton Harshaw. I don't know. Benton, you operate a hang gliding academy in a miniaturized city trapped in a bottle on a supervillain's desk.
Snow globe.
Sure.
No, but the prompt says snow globe.
Except it doesn't.
Well, imagine it's in a snow globe.
Okay. I mean, that's a miniaturized bottle. That works.
You're a miniaturized
Yeah.
bottle. All right, starting the bit. It's quick. Don't worry about it. Howdy. Welcome to Reuben McGlider's Hang Glider Academy. Sorry it took me so long to open up. All this fake snow was blocking the door. Come on in. Now, I'm not going to pussyfoot around our situation. You ended up in this snow globe because you two made Dr. Latrine mad in some way for him to shrink you down and stuff you in here. Oh, I remember when I was trapped in here years ago. I was giving him private lessons in hang gliding. He was a quick learner and a bright student because he wanted to use his skills to escape bank heists, jewelry thievery, whatnot. We got along great. And then when it was time for him to pay, he handed me his debit card and it said Ronald Latrine. And I said, like the toilet? Boom, snow globe. Now, what are the benefits of learning to hang glide in such a precarious situation that we have found ourselves in? Well, first example, every day at noon exactly, Dr. Latrine masturbates in this room. And he likes to turn the snow globe so that we watch. But if you're in the air, it's easier to turn. You just keep going like that, and he can't. He gives up. He starts getting not hard, a half chub, half hard, half flaccid.
Yeah.
That's a callback to earlier.
Sure.
Way earlier.
Yeah.
But he gets like that, and he just gives up on us. He tries to make us watch a lot of other stuff. He turns on this thing called the Stab Comedy Podcast.
Ugh, just the worst.
And he tries to turn it and make us watch. But with the hang glider, we avoid that.
Yeah.
It's amazing. And that is all the bullet points that were written down for me to say.
Yeah.
Well, come on down.
Thank you, Benton. You know what? Thank you just for getting through the gosh darn show. I know it's been a time, and I appreciate you powering through.
Listen, my grandmother would have wanted it this way.
Yeah, yeah. Well, yeah. I did this show, I believe, the day of or after a grandparent's demise as well.
We are not so different.
Not
you and
so,
I.
not so much. I'll see you at the pool hall. Thank you, Benton. Hey, where can people get more Benton Harshaw in their lives?
All right, when this comes out in 3 years,
I'm shrinking that down. It might
all
make
right,
it in
I've
calendar
either
year
quit
23.
comedy or I'm at the Gotham Theater next week.
Sure.
You can find me at Bad Boy Benton.
Yeah.
On Instagram. I will probably still be in Sacramento.
Oh.
You can find me at the AM/PM on Broadway a lot of the times.
Yeah, it's a decent one.
I work at Laughs Unlimited and a few other places. Check what they're up to. Maybe I'm there. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm taking advantage that I get free drinks when I go there. Who knows? But Bad Boy Benton, go there, find me.
Yes.
That's it. Maybe there'll be nudes. You don't know.
Might be. Who knows where Benton Harshaw will be by the time this episode comes out?
That's true.
I'm shooting for calendar year 23. I think we'll make it. We'll see. Stephen Ferris. Hi. Yeah. Stephen, we've got people in theory arriving for the next show, so we'll work our way through this. Stephen.
Yeah.
Let's hear your pitch for your business, and I hope this is enjoyable to anyone but me. You run a frozen yogurt by the ounce shop in Europe.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, well, because they don't use ounces.
There it is. Stephen found it.
So
There.
how are we going to get them
Uh-huh.
to come in here and get yogurt?
It's wild. It's wild.
Because they want to use, grams,
something.
kilograms, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it can work because I found out about this thing that happens in Poland, which is in Europe.
It is.
And every 4th of July, they LARP.
Uh-huh.
They LARP as Americans celebrating the 4th of July.
Yeah.
And so I don't know, do Americans eat frozen yogurt on the 4th of July?
Well, I mean,
But are we known for that?
there was a time when frozen yogurt by the ounce ruled all that it surveyed. So.
Yeah, but are Americans is like, was one of the first things you think of with Americans? Is it frozen yogurt?
Maybe one of the first things the Polish pretending to be Americans think of is, we got to get in the mind of these American Polish people.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good point. But
I think of slavery first, but that's just me.
slavery, yeah, I mean, sure. So,
You just
so
sit
I don't
there.
think it's necessarily something that people who want to LARP the 4th of July celebrations are going to get into.
Okay, well, thanks for bringing it
But
up.
that's a clue. They want to LARP something that Americans are doing. Maybe they want to LARP other things that Americans are going to do too.
Sure.
So they could also LARP the Ferris family Sunday church outing from the 90s.
Okay.
I was in the Ferris family.
Yes.
Stephen Ferris.
Yeah.
And in the 90s, we'd go to church on Sundays.
Okay.
Not every Sunday, but sometimes we'd do it. And then we didn't have a Trader Joe's near us, but there was one near the church on Sunrise.
Uh-huh.
And so we would go and stock up on, frozen enchiladas and
Sure.
corn tortillas. I love the handmade corn tortillas. They don't have them anymore.
Oh.
But and then I would sit in the parking lot, and there was a Humvee parked in front of a gym equipment store, and I would always look at the wheels on the Humvee because the tube to fill up the tire with air
Uh-huh.
is in like the middle of the wheel. It's not like at the edge of the rim like cars usually have.
Sure.
And there was a TCBY in the parking lot,
Mhm.
and we would go in there and get frozen yogurt. And so all these activities would take place, licking a cone. So I think that's, if you want to LARP, it seems like they really like LARPing. So,
And there you have it.
there you have it. Yeah.
Thank you, Stephen. Thank you. A lot of people on this panel have really weirdly vivid memories of their youths. Was I the only one that just didn't pay attention to my life as it passed me by?
I don't know.
You're right. You're writing prompts.
I guess.
I think you've been spending too much time in the sun.
It's probably true. Stephen, where
At the nude beach.
Sure.
Okay.
Where can people get more of all this Stephen Ferris whenever the hell they want to?
I got all kinds of stuff coming up. Next week on the 20th, I'm going to be at Streets of London. The 22nd, I'm going to be in Oakland at the Nut House at the Golden Squirrel.
Oh.
And I think I have something on the 23rd too. But then the 28th, I'll be here for the Tonight Play. Yes. And then 30th at Punchline, I'm doing the apple tree competition at Punchline.
I saw that. Didn't feel betrayed at all.
Well, I'm still here for the Tonight Play.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are some shows I have coming up. I think there's some stuff in August too, but
yeah,
that's not on my mind yet.
That's fair. Live in July, Stephen.
Just stay in the moment.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Stephen.
You're welcome.
Love
Thank
having you
for
as
having me
always. Truly do. You're a goddamn treasure, Stephen Ferris. Hey, Benton, sorry, I'm all over the goddamn place. I'm trying to get this done.
How dare you?
Hi, Benton. Hi. Hey, Eric.
Hello.
Before we get to your bit to close this very late show, let people know where they can get more Eric James Barger the First, where they work in bank.
Yes, so you can find me, as I think Jesse alluded to, I have a comedy album on Spotify under the artist name EJB1. We all know about that, and you can find me on my Instagram at It Electric, not It's Electric.
No.
because I had a typo and then it was taken. So there we go.
It happens. But you know what? Lean into it. Like a tusk. Eric, let's
Yes.
wrap up this program. I've been holding on to this one for a while, and I just figured, you know what? You might enjoy it. Let's hear you pitching your business. You make and sell friendship bracelets in a town in the Purge movies.
All right, and I want you to know I'm cutting this down a little bit because yo ass is running late. Anyway.
Oh, you don't have to cut it down. Just go for it. I don't know if anybody's here for the 9 o'clock. Oh, okay,
All
they
right.
are. All right. Yeah,
Fine.
go for it.
Well, hi there, Purge Night viewers. It's me, your host, Mandra, and welcome back to another edition of Purge Night QVC. That's right, we have Purge Night programming here at QVC. That's probably something you never thought about, huh? Like, what's playing on non-news stations during the Purge? Well, FX is playing Pineapple Express on repeat, and we're here selling jewelry. Now, here we have some beautiful friendship bracelets, handcrafted by yours truly, Mandra. And if you order in the next 5 minutes, well, I will take this Pete's Coffee barista that I have tied up, and I will rip out his guts with this bailing hook. Oh, doesn't that sound like a great deal? So, do we have any callers? Bring, bring. Oh, there we go. Hello, you're on the line with Mandra. Hello, this is Kendra Jean. Oh, hello, Kendra Jean. It's so nice to hear from you. Now, are you purging tonight? Yeah, I killed my cousin and I killed my my daughter's annoying friend by feeding them dog shit. All right, well, that's so nice. Now, are you interested in these friendship bracelets? Of course. And do you want to hear this barista get disemboweled? Of course I do. All right, well, we're going to send you over to our assistant Gemini to take your credit card information. But before that, let's hear this guy get disemboweled. Come on, I practiced this. Okay, it's gonna work, I promise. Yeah! Oh, and he's getting disemboweled. There he goes. Oh, that's so nice. Oh, look at that. Oh, and fuck you. Oh, yeah. Oh, and now I'm gonna eat his insides like a little piggy. Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Little piggy's hungry. Yeah. Oh, well, wasn't that nice? You know, there's nothing like the bond of friendship, which is why we have an extra special deal for you. If you order in the next 5 minutes, I will hang not one, not two, but three Pete's Coffee baristas by these chains that I have right here. So do we have any callers on the line? Bring, bring. Oh, well, hello. Hello. Hello, who am I speaking to? Do you remember Purge Night 2021? You released a colony of ants into a house on Drury Lane. Who the fuck is this? I have no need for friendship bracelets because you took away the only pastry I've ever considered a friend. Whatever, I'm hanging up. You can't hang up, Mandra. I've hacked into the speakers. What the hell? Somebody come fix this goddamn phone. Where's Gemini? Gemini's gone, Mandra. Oh, if you touched one hair on her head. Oh, I didn't have to touch her. I simply introduced her to my friend, R&B artist Omicron. As we speak, she's either under sheets of paper or pieces of salmon. Freaking! Either one works for the acronym. Oh, you bastard! When I get my hands on you, I'm gonna take these chains. Hey, don't touch those. Those are my chains. Allow me to introduce my neighbor, Sean Dottler. He's considered the worst type of person, even in a world where murder is legal once a year. That's right, I'm full of Stella Artois, and I've got a deal that's going to blow you away. Oh no! Oh Somebody help me! He's blowing me out of the QVC building! Hello? It seems like you're trying to freak. Can I help? Oh, no, I'm not trying to freak! Fuck you, Clippy! Well, that's for Diane. She's dead. Well, thank you, Sean. Do you think now that you've avenged your wife's death, you can finally move on? I don't know. What do you say, half-flaccid wiener? Hey, maybe moving on isn't quite as hard as you think.
And that was the stab show. That's what Eric does. That's what Eric does. Thank you all for joining us tonight. And, of course, a very special thank you to our amazing panel. Except, what am I doing? I forgot there's the voting component of this to make it go on even longer. All right, guys. This is a tournament. I forgot to mention. No, I've mentioned it several times. I forgot because we did this for 10 years without a voting implement. So, guys, you get to decide who goes on in the semifinals. We decided to do a tournament to bring the show back and to make it important and celebrate our 10-year anniversary. So, just tear off the name of the person that you'll be voting for. I'll collect them in this tin. People in the chat, you vote for your winner, and then we'll announce it and who's going. Oh, but does Benton have to leave?
No, can I vote?
Oh, no.
I won't vote for me.
Okay. Well, give me just a second. You know what? How about? I think we did this last time. I just played the outro music while I go collect votes. All right, I'll be right back.
I do also have to leave.
Buddy's pissed. Buddy's pissed. Lizzie's pissed.
Yeah.
Look at her.
So pissed.
So angry.
Angriest I've ever seen him. I've never seen the man emote once.
Where
He's
did
fuming, wearing a full outfit with peaches on it.
Where did Warhide go?
So we got those. Let's see what.
He's pissed. He left.
He's punching
He's
the bus
so
stops.
angry. He's just. Okay.
He's punching a stop sign outside.
Okay. All right. Well, this was a close one, guys. This was a closey, and I'll let the music finish to announce the winner. Moving on to the second round with Jacqueline Lyon. It's Eric Barger.
Hell
Hey,
yeah.
Eric. Well done. Well done. You have to make more puppets in a couple months. All right, now we can say goodbye. Now we got it. So Eric moves on. I don't know why I've been doing this the whole goddamn time. I can't remember Eric's name. I'm tired. That was the Stab Show. Thank you for joining us. Thank you, amazing panel. Benton Harshaw, Stephen Ferris, Eric Barger. And now that your 2 shows invested into this tournament of ours, you're hooked. Make sure you join us every Friday night at 8 p.m. for, the next 4 months or so, and see who's going to probably get some kind of cash prize. I'm going to keep track of all the sales and take a proceeds. That'll be neat. And you can decide who, with your in-person vote, your online vote, however you'd like to do it. And if you like the show, why not check out the Stab Show via the podcast provider of your choice and enjoy the other 300-plus episodes we've got to offer. But that's all we've got for you for tonight. So until next time, I've been your host, Jesse Jones, thanking you for supporting us for a whole heckin' decade. That's awful nice of you guys. Good night. All right. Thanks for sticking around, guys. If you want to stick around for Dr. Buddy, please do. I'm going to give it to you, unless you want to give us anything for it. But stick around. Hope to have you for the rest of the night. If not, hope to see you again soon. Let's get this going. It's probably going to be longer than a minute, but let me just get some pre-show music. We'll get Buddy up here as fast as possible. That went, only about a half hour longer than we intended. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
Thank
Bye,
you so much,
everybody.
sir. I would talk to you more, but I gotta set things up. So I'll talk to you soon.
Job.
Good night, sir.
Bye, y'all.
Get up in the evening, and I ain't got nothing to say. I come home in the morning, I go to bed feeling the same way. I ain't nothing but tired.
That went long.
And I'm just tired and bored with myself. Hey there, baby, I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Message keeps getting clearer.
Oh, biscuits. Bye. Good stuff, sir.
Moving round the place, I check my look in the mirror. I wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face. Man, I ain't getting nowhere. Just living in a dark like this. There's something happening somewhere. Baby, I just know that there is. You can't start a fire. You can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Oh, yeah. You sit around getting older. There's a joke here somewhere and it's on me. Shake the world off my shoulders. Come on, baby, this laughs on me. Come on, baby, this laughs on me. Come on, baby, this laughs on me. We're just dancing in the dark. Even if we're just dancing in the dark. Woo-hoo-hoo. Even if we're just dancing, 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 baby. Even if we're dancing in the dark.
inside my bones. It goes electric wavy when I turn it on. All through my city, all through my home. We're flying up, no ceiling when we're in our zone. Well, I got that sunshine in my pocket, got that good soul in my feet. I feel that hot blood in my body when it drops. Ooh, well, I can't take my eyes up off it. Move so phenomenally. Room, I like the way we rock it, so don't stop. And under the lights, when everything goes, nowhere to hide when I'm getting you close. When we move, well, you already know. So just imagine, just imagine, just imagine. Woo! Nothing I can see.
Welcome to Stab Comedy Theater. It's time for Dr. Buddy Love. Please welcome to the stage the good doctor himself, Dr. Buddy Love.
Ain't nobody leaving soon to be dancing.
Thank you, Sacramento. How's it going?
Woo!
First things first. Sorry, that was very loud. I'll be calmer. Hey guys, how's it going tonight? How are you doing? You guys having a good Friday night? I love that. Thank you. Couple of things to go over. My therapist tells me that I have to inform you that I'm not an actual doctor. But he's no fun, so it's okay. This show is a sex-positive comedy show, if you guys did not hear. It's simple. That just means we're going to say sex things like wieners and buttholes and stuff like that. We're allowed to laugh at that kind of stuff because we're adults, and we're allowed to talk about those things because those things should be part of the everyday conversation. Thank you for agreeing with me completely. Also, this show has a sponsor, kind of. All the proceeds I get from this show, I always just donate to the Planned Parenthood. They've been a good friend of me, and they've taken care of me for many years. And I just want everyone to know that if you want to donate, if you guys want to donate directly to the Planned Parenthood, if you just go to their website, there's like a lot of donation buttons. It seems like they need donations, you guys. Just check it out. It's a wonderful cause. Also, if you guys are watching online, if you guys are here, make sure you guys follow Stab on all the socials. They're everywhere. You can find out all the wonderful shows they got going on throughout the weekends and all the wonderful things you guys can see to fill your wonderful weekends and weekdays sometimes throughout. Other stuff. I am dressed like this for a reason. I'm not an asshole. Actually went on vacation. But if we're going to get into the serious business of doctoring and sex therapy as I do, I'm going to have to get into character. I'm going to have to get dressed for the part, you know? I'm going to have to be a professional a little bit. Okay. All right. Do 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 do. Okay. Just pretend there's like a sexy song goes. Yes, exactly that. Thank you. All right, you guys. So, the reason I'm dressed like I am going on vacation is because I just came back from vacation. Oh, lucky me. No, I don't have the money as a not licensed sex therapist. I don't have the money to get to Mexico, but I do have a girlfriend who has the money to take me to Mexico with her, so that's nice. But we just went on a recent vacation, and it was very funny. Some things happened to me that were kind of surprising, you guys. I don't know if you've ever been to Mexico, but when you fly cheap, you have to go through multiple airports, and that's okay. That's cool. But to and from Mexico, it took 2 airports each way, and that equals 4 trips through airports on my trip through Mexico. And for 4 times, I was somehow randomly selected for searches. I don't know how that happens. Something about my crotch kept setting off these alarms, is what I kept getting told. My crotch was too warm, is what these guys kept telling me. And I don't know, it made me start thinking to myself, a lot of girls talk about how they have a bomb pussy and stuff. Well, I have a domestic terrorism dick. It's true. It was very weird for me too, because I've never been out of the country. I'm a city boy, I stay where I'm comfortable. But we went down to Mexico, and I didn't bring drugs, even though the airports did not believe me. I don't know, something about the way I look. They just assumed that I had a lot of drugs on me. But that's not the case. But after a couple days in Mexico, I got a little nervous, and I wanted to get some drugs because my nerves were racked, and I just wanted to have a good time, you guys. I was at a resort, and there wasn't any sign to buy drugs. Literally on every corner in Mexico, you can buy everything from anti-anxiety drugs to steroids to literally any kind of drug except for marijuana. But I was on this resort, and on this resort there was a beach, and on this beach I saw a man wearing nothing but a thong and 10 hats stacked on top of each other. And I thought to myself, if anybody in the world could find me marijuana, it'll be that guy. So I flagged him down. I said, "Hey, sir, do you know where I can get some marijuana?" He did not have marijuana. All he sold was hats. It's a good business plan. You ain't got nothing else on you other than hats. I guess they have to buy something. But he did know somebody who sold cocaine. That's a start, right? And of course the guy in the thong with the 10 hats on knew where the cocaine was, but he took me to his cocaine dealer. The cocaine dealer did know somebody who might have some weed for me, and I was like, okay, success, we've gotten there. So now I've got my hat and my cocaine, and I'm on my way to get weed. And it turns out that the weed in Mexico is garbage, you guys. Cocaine, amazing. The hats, great. The fruit, amazing. My stomach, not so much. But the funniest thing about that whole entire trip for me was the reason we actually went. I don't know if you guys know this, and it's something I've learned recently about dating women, is that women will keep terrible friends just for the off chance that they have a wedding in an exotic land. It's something that I recently learned, and I have some head nods. Thank you, because I needed that confirmation. Because the whole time we were sitting there at this faux of a wedding, I was thinking to myself, this is terrifying. These two hate each other. And then, of course, at every wedding you get told the tea, and at that wedding I was told that there was cheating allegations. And that's very sad, and nobody knows why the lady stuck with her husband, but she did, and they got married, and it was on the beach in Mexico and all those wonderful things. But I think she actually won in the end, you guys, because of course they're Disney adults. Of course that's what happened. But they had a whole themed beach wedding with Disney music going on, and when she came down the aisle, you guys, she didn't come down the aisle to the wedding march or anything from the category of the millions of beautiful songs in Disney. This young woman stabbed this man so daggerly by coming down to a rendition of Beauty and the Beast. Not Belle's Melody, not any other song in Beauty and the Beast. No, in fact, the song Beauty and the Beast. And now forever, when they watch their wedding video, he will have to watch her walking down that aisle to the song that most describes their terrible marriage. And I just think that is very just of her. You guys didn't have to clap for her. I clapped on the inside. But like I said before, I'm new to dating women. I'm a very, very queer man. And for most of my life, I've been dating men. Well, actually, for most of my adult life. Before that, I will say, though, I didn't actually believe women. And that silence is granted. I would hear the horror stories of all the men they would date and all the horrible things they would do, and I'd go, not my boys. Not the Axe body spray gang. Not Chad and the gang. No, not them. And then something happened the moment I changed my dating profile to dating both women and men. The number of buttholes and penises that have been sent to me in photographic form without my consent is astronomical and should honestly be looked at by the FBI. The last message I remember from a guy was just a blank profile, and the message just came through in all caps, and all it said was, "Hey, long hair, do you like your asshole licked?" Some ladies have gotten this message, I guess. I didn't know how to respond, so I responded with, "Sir, it's 6 o'clock in the morning. Could you ask me my name first?" And two, of course I do. It's 2022, or 2023 now. But a lot of people ask why I became bisexual, like it was a thing I got to choose on like a category list. But the truth is, honestly, I just became bisexual so that I could be part of a protected group. No, hear me out. So I have Hispanic blood in me. I don't need to prove it to you guys. The Irish won this war in my body. But my grandpa is very Hispanic, and he's always been very proud of his heritage and very unproud of the fact that I look like this. But it's okay. And I got really tired of carrying around a picture of a little old Mexican man to prove my heritage to people. And sucking dick and painting your fingernails turned out to be a way easier way to get people to stop fucking with me. It's okay. The bullies will never win. Like I said, I am a unlicensed sex therapist. And with that amazing career choice that I've chosen, I come with a lot of sex facts, a lot of things to tell you guys. Like, did you guys know that the female orgasm lasts 3 times longer than the male orgasm? It's wonderful, right? I think everyone in this room, particularly, could agree that that's fair reparations for the wage gap, right? If you laughed at that, I need you to text your mother and tell her you love her. That is terrible. You guys are terrible. Here's another dumb fact that I know. Did you guys know that in Texas it's illegal to own more than 6 dildos? It's a law. It's a law. Here's the letter of the law. 6 or more obscene devices or identical or similar obscene articles. Meaning you can't even have 6 sexy outfits. You have to choose like some weird RPG character between your dildos and your lingerie class. I just don't think that's fair. Texas whines about our prices when it comes to rent, but I can't stick more than 6 things up my ass. That's unfair, Texas. That is unfair. Here's one that I think was probably a no-brainer before you guys even came here. Did you guys know the urge and impulse to ejaculate comes from your spine, not from your brain? That means there's no brain activity when it comes to coming. Which makes sense when you think about it. That's not very funny. That's just an actual fact. And I think that it's an interesting one. Last fact I'll hit you guys with is, did you guys know that bar stools were invented specifically to make women horny? This is a fact. Yeah, you guys are getting fooled at bars. Here's the thing. when you are sitting up straight, you get wet faster. It's just a natural cause of sitting up. It's a doctor thing. It's science. That's what the Google machine told us. Okay. And that's why bar stools were invented. And I just think that that guy needs a thanking from all of us. That guy and the guy who invented the thong, of course. Men and women in thongs, just wonderful. All right, so here's how the rest of the show is going to go, because we got some fun things happening. I have two comic friends who are going to come up and talk about some fun things about their life. And then afterwards, I'm going to come back up in this silly, very warm outfit under these hot lights. We're going to have a little discussion. Talk show style, it's going to be fun. We're going to talk about like fun sex things. It's going to be all right, because that's the whole idea of the show, is we're going to make sex an everyday part of the conversation. And I've picked a couple of comics who I've actually gotten to see grow over the past couple of years, and I'm very proud of. And I want to know, are you guys ready for your first comic? Yeah, I love that energy. Okay, so this girl, I have seen her from the beginning. She has grown into such a hilarious young woman. She came here tonight to make you guys laugh your asses off. I want you guys to get very loud for the very funny Lizzie Bowen.
Thank you, buddy. I found that whole barstool thing very interesting, because I hope the way that it went down is like a woman sat down and her labia just brushed ever so, and she was like, Chad, I have to tell you something. I just discovered this. It's crazy. I don't know. It sounds like a man's invention, though, so I wish it wasn't. But, so, I'd like to get to, you to get to know me, and I get to know you. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself, all right? I have 2 disabilities, 3 mental illnesses, and I'm a bisexual woman. So with all of that combined, that's actually how the Infinity Stones were created, you guys, if you didn't already know that. But yeah, I am a bisexual woman. I'm also bipolar. So, like, double whammy there, right? And it pisses me off because when a man calls me crazy, it's the one time they're right. I can't even say no. You're an idiot. No, I'm the kind of crazy that when I am, like, dating somebody and, I'm upset about something, instead of having a conversation with them like a normal person, I'll just have a fight in my head with them, and I'll go into their contact and start deleting emojis. I'll be like, you don't deserve this yellow heart, Chad. That'll show him. He knows I'm doing this. Take out this dancing girl. You're not worthy of this Ferris wheel. Works on multiple levels. No, but I'm recently back there, out there dating, and dating men is really something, I gotta tell you guys. I like to compare dating men and women to condiments at a Mexican restaurant, if you will. So women are like avocados because they're always fresh, always good tasting, and they cost extra. As well they should. I always pay extra for my pussy. I'm not lying to you. And men are like cheese because they come on everything. I'm just like, my armpit, how'd you get there? Like, I don't know. But gentlemen, like, that I'm on dates with say the most ridiculous things to me. Like, the other day, a guy mansplained to me what a queef was. Because he asked me, do you know what it is? So I actually kind of got excited. So I went, no, please tell me. Please tell me about my body. But I recently discovered that I am too good for men, but I'm not good enough for women, if that makes sense. Because us women, we have standards. All I have to do to get dick is walk outside and open my front door and I get hit in the face. Right? Do you think these are acne scars on my face, ladies? I need an umbrella. Okay? No, but I'm always nervous to initiate sex with a woman. So I like to let music do the work, and I'm a huge Marvin Gaye fan. I don't know if anybody else is. But I don't use the appropriate song for this situation. I use a song that makes me sound desperate. I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, oh, let's get it on, sexual healing. A lot of us have had sex to those. They're sexy songs, right? No, I'll put on some tunes, slide on the couch next to a lady, and then I'll be like, hey, who put on Everybody Needs Love? I need it too. No, but I have a couple of questions. I want to know if we're going to be honest with each other the rest of the night. And for Dr. Buddy over there, has anybody else ever sneezed cum? No? Just me? I was very surprised by it as well. So this is what happened. I was doing my community service, giving a blowjob, obviously. And it was getting to be the final countdown, right? So it's counting down in my head. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. And then he said, I'm almost there. And so I was like, okay. And then I forgot to breathe. So I just all over him. None of it on me. It was the first time that I haven't been the embarrassed party after a blowjob. It was a beautiful thing. I gave him the rack. No, but you know what I recently remembered about gentlemen is, like, I've never seen you guys move faster than right after you come on our face. Because, like, we know that you appreciate it. We know this. But y'all move so fast. Like, this one guy, he got up so fast because when that gentle sir came on my face, it just dripping everywhere, and he was surprised too. So he ran and, like a banana peel, slipped on his own cum to go get that rag for me. It was kind of beautiful. I was like, huh? An ex hasn't even done this for me. It was an amazing moment. But, gentlemen, y'all say some really silly, goofy-ass shit to me, all right? I've got a roster going, and I'm just continuing to form my Avengers team, right? With some extra S.H.I.E.L.D. agents, because I just go through them. Okay, so I was wanting to initiate a sex conversation with this guy, so I hit him up. And I'm not an animal, so I said, hey, how's it going? He hits me back with, oh, my tummy be on that fuck shit. What did you say to me? Another time I was Netflix and chilling with this guy and pressed pause on the TV. He looks at me and goes, I would like to request a blowjob, please. No. Try again. I don't know about you ladies, but I want to be disrespected respectfully in the bedroom. I don't know. I feel like you're on the same page as me. You have been the entire time. No, I want you to be right above spit in my mouth, okay? I want you to be a head pusher. I want my life to flash before my eyes. So please don't ask politely on that kind of thing. No, this last thing a guy said to me really had me disturbed. Like, I had a date that went really well. We go back to my car and I put on chapstick because, you know, I'm going to initiate a makeout sesh, right? So I offer him some, would you like some chapstick? And he looks at me very angry and intensely. And he goes, I don't fuck with birds' bees. So it got me thinking, what did they do to you as a company? Also, this is Vaseline. It has multiple uses. Okay? No, I feel like when you date a man, you have two separate interview processes you go through, right? First one is for the first date, okay? Where you go over job history, favorite color. But like, I always know the information because I printed out his LinkedIn profile. I just want to make sure he tells the truth. Right? Second interview is for his penis. You gotta have one. Because I'm always nervous to meet a new penine, you guys. I am. So, I would like for it to go a little bit something like this. Okay? I appreciate you for taking the time to be here today. I'm curious to know what you have to offer this pussy. That's a very interesting turtleneck sweater. I like your hat. Thank you for coming. We'll be in touch. No, it's usually a little bit more terrifying, you guys. Like, I will meet a guy's penis for the first time, pull down his pants, and immediately the music from Rocky starts playing in my head. Are you picturing it right now? Do 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 do. Right. No, I'm like, I didn't prepare for this. I have to stretch. I need to go get Durex. I gotta be right back. Not a lot of golden wrappers, ladies. No? Okay. Well, I'm sorry for your loss. I hope you get some. Because you deserve it. The three ladies in the room. The one of whom I don't see with the man. What's your name? Meg. And what brings you here tonight? Just comedy in general?
I came out for a staff show.
Oh, good.
And now
I'm so glad you're here.
Yeah.
Awesome. Well, thank you for being here. All right, you guys. That's been my time. Thank you very much.
You. Yeah. No, you can grab the mic. That's why I did the double mic.
Hi, we have two
now.
mics.
Yeah, see? Oh, I
Ow!
just poured White Claw on myself. Stop that. Anyways,
You know how to party.
Sponsored by White Claw. Lizzie, great job. Hey, the microphone. Could we not drop the microphone, guys? It's okay. Lizzie,
I got butterfingers.
Lizzie, you said that you were getting your Avengers squad together. And I heard a couple people get silent, and they thought the same thing I thought. You could find more than 2 people to fuck in Sacramento?
That's fair. No, not in Sacramento.
Oh, okay. Fair enough. There's a lot of people out here. I love Sacramento. I love my town, but there's just not enough of you that I want to have sex with. But all of you I want to have sex with. Come see me and have sex with me. I'm talking to the camera right now. Lizzie, Lizzie, I like to ask this question to young ladies because I think it's very important.
Mm-hmm.
If you could go back and give yourself any piece of advice, any one little piece of advice right before you were to have sex for the very first time, what would it be?
Don't.
What?
Go next door to the next house.
I don't even know if I need the context to that, but what if that scares young Lizzie? Like, what if you're now just like a 6-year-old virgin because she's just like, my older self came to visit me and said, don't have sex, and now I'm never going to have sex. You got to be more specific than that. Give her some details, like, is it because the boy was lame? Because, like, everybody's first time is lame.
Oh, there was so many reasons. He put on a wrinkle in time during it. I went to high school with him. No condom. I didn't come.
That is terrible. A wrinkle in time. That's not even a good... Listen. I thought I lost my virginity in a rough way. I lost my virginity at a theater competition in high school. You guys knew that before I came up here with this stupid sweater. But Lizzie, that's A Wrinkle in Time. You're so
I've
young.
made mistakes.
Oh my God, that's so rough. It would have been better if he was reading the book A Wrinkle in Time. Oh my God. That's so upsetting in so many ways.
It really was.
I'm upset for you. Fuck that guy. Oh. You put on something cool like a Pauly Shore movie if you want to have sex. Oh, that's the worst. Okay. All right, let's get to something a little bit lighthearted.
Sorry.
One of my favorite questions to ask on here, because I think it's the dumbest thing ever, because I spend my spare time when I'm not looking up useless sex facts. I'm looking up what is the weirdest slutty Halloween costume in the world. So I want you to think of the worst and most inappropriate, sexy Halloween costume you can think of.
I feel like my favorite one that I have actually seen online before is a potato. Not a hot potato, a potato.
Like an unsexy, sexy potato?
But they made it sexy because she's got like red lipstick on and she's like got like the, you know what I'm saying? And
like
that's
a russet
the
with
garters,
a thong
that's
on?
It. Just like
like a bruised and dirty russet potato.
Exactly.
We support the sexy russet potatoes. They make fries. That's actually a sexy costume. I once saw a sexy Sasquatch.
What?
Yeah, and
That's hot.
that is okay. Lizzie, you need to see an actual therapist. As my therapist has told me, I have to tell you guys, I'm not a licensed therapist legally. But Lizzie, sexy Sasquatch is hot for you? Okay, what would be the least sexy costume for you then?
The least sexy costume. Oh my God. I don't know, because I'm trying to think of weird stuff, and now I'm thinking of Marilyn Monroe in that potato sacks and how she made it hot. I can't speak. It's so hot. Oh my God. I'm trying. Maybe like a traffic cone.
Okay. Nobody's fucked a traffic cone in here before. All right, I'm gonna believe that. Okay. You know what, Lizzie? Last question here. Like I was saying earlier, the DMs are wild. You know, people say the most disgusting things. Whether it be a dating app or a DM that you've got, you don't have to name the person, but if you want to, we will call the cops on them. What is the wildest thing somebody has said to you on a first message ever?
Dick pic, and then said, "Would you like to fuck this now, please?"
Not even a rate this, please?
No.
Wow, that is...
So that was my OG of being on Tinder in 2015. That's how...
Wow, the dick pic with "would you like to sit on this" is... That's not even bold. That's not even clever, guys. Was it like a good dick pic, at least?
You know, I was so young, I'm not able to discern that because I was such a young gal. It was my first dick pic, and I saw it and I was like, ah!
That is god awful. Yes, your first dick pic is never a good dick pic. Your 60th dick pic is still not a good dick pic. Stop sending dick pics unless they're asked for, you guys. I think we can all agree on that. And I want you guys to get really loud one more time for Lizzie Bowen, you guys.
Thank you, buddy.
Yeah. the dating sites are wild, right? You guys are a couple. You guys look lovely and beautiful. I saw you guys taking pictures of each other. You guys are so cute. Where did you guys meet? Dating site? In real life? Oh, that's so cute. What about you guys in the back? Dating site? In real life? Damn, I feel so bad. I met my partner on a dating site. But like I tell everybody like we met in like way cooler ways than that. I'm always like, oh yeah, I was fighting off 3 bad guys. And she saw me without my shirt and she was just like, that's the one. She doesn't like me telling her grandma that. But we're working on those boundaries. That's wonderful. I love love. It's one of the reasons I started this show is I just wanted to talk about like the fun, weird things that happen during sex. And I was very happy with Lizzie just like very boldly going into it and talking about it because those things happen. Everything happens, you know. I broke my dick in a tickle fight. That's a true story. It's a true story, and I'm just, you know, I'm getting personal with you guys, but it happened. I was a young boy. I was dating a girl, and her parents thought it was an okay idea to allow me to sleep over at the house as long as we shared the couch, because you can't have sex on the couch, right? That was so dumb of them. But anyways, we're making out, and of course I have an erection because I'm a teenage boy, and that's what happens when you're a teenage boy and a girl kisses you because, you know, boners. And for some reason, she thought it would be a good idea, foreplay style, to start tickling me. And when I said, oh, no, I'm very ticklish, she didn't stop because we're not adults. She goes, oh, it would be funny to continue tickling him. And she continued to tickle me, and at that point, I jolted off the couch because I'm very, very ticklish and landed directly on my penis. I don't know the medical terms of what happened, but I heard a very loud pop. I screamed very loudly, and then I jumped up and ran down her hallway into the bathroom, screaming the whole way while grabbing my young penis. She comes down the hallway, starts knocking on the bathroom. Hey, are you okay? Is everything okay? All of this commotion wakes up her parents, and her parents start knocking on the door. Hey, young man, are you okay? Is everything okay? I'm just crying, thinking, oh my God, it's broken. It's never going to work again. And I'm a young boy, so I don't know how to tell these people, hey, I just broke my penis playing in tickles with your daughter. So I do what any adult or young boy who thinks he's an adult would do, and I crawl out the bathroom window, get in my car, drive home to tell my grandma, please, I need you to drive me to the hospital. I broke my penis. I didn't drive myself because I didn't want to talk to a doctor and tell him what was going on. And I don't know if you guys know this, but when you break your penis, you guys, they give you a cast. Yeah, at the base of your penis. It's like a paper mache cast that looks like a 7th grade science fair volcano, miniaturized around your tiny little boy cock. And I had to wear that for a long time, you guys. And I just like that we can talk about things like that, and you guys are cool with it. I love you guys so much. Okay, so thank you very much. I'm going to bring up our last comic of the night. He's a very funny guy. He teaches the youth, which after what he says might make you guys a little suspicious of the teachers in this world. He is dressed more professionally than me, and I probably should have told him, hey, don't do that because you make me look like an asshole. But this guy is very funny. He also banged one of my coworkers once and made it very awkward to hang out with. I want you guys to get very loud for the very funny Ben Warhite.
I've had sex before. Give it up for me, everybody. I've had sex. I've had sex before. Not right now. Hi, everybody. you could. Hi, everybody. Oh, thank you so much. That makes me feel so warm and welcome. Thank you. My housemate told me that he doesn't know what gaslighting is. So I told him, yeah, you do. I was helpful. It's being helpful. Then I told him, if my black ass knows anything, it was that you know what gaslighting is. And I'm a trustworthy gal. Okay, good. My name is Ben, which is short for Benjamin, which is Hebrew for it was us, it was the Jews. No matter what it was, forever and all time, it was the Jews who were responsible for everything, good, bad, and otherwise, and often bad. Jews! Let's run through the list. We got Banks, Jews, duh, you knew that. We got, let's see, we got Weather, Jews, of course. We got, let's see, gum in your hair, Jews. Killing Jesus, that's Jews. And Jesus is also Jews, which is nice because it kind of takes the edge off that last one. It's pretty good. I think it's a wash. I think one of their own kills one of their own. You leave the rest of them alone. Like, be nice. Like, imagine, if you will, kindergartner. Precious and perfect kindergartner. I'm glad you already are, sir. Good. It's real nice. Makes you chuckle. Okay. And you imagine another precious and perfect kindergartner. All right? Now, one of them shoots the other in the face. Imagine it, okay? It's a very funny image. Good. Okay. Now, that happened. You don't then take that out on the rest of the class for 2,000 years, do you? I wouldn't. That's what they did to the Jews. Okay, nifty. Jews covered. Gaslighting covered. Okay, good. I audio record every one of my performances on my cellular telephone. And my cellular telephone automatically titles the recording by the words that it hears a lot in the performance. So, when I scroll through the list on my phone, it just reads, gaslighting Jews, gaslighting Jews, gaslighting Jews, which is a little aggressive. Smidge aggressive. And fucking cliche, because like gaslighting Jews, been there, done that, that's old hat. That's old hat, that's not original. Okay. Okay, nifty. Miss, if I fuck a cougar, did I get mauled? Okay, good, because I would like that to be the case. I love misunderstandings, and I want there to be new misunderstandings in the world, and that's one. It's an opportunity for one. Like, I want a man to come running into this room with arms freshly ripped from his body, saying, I was mauled! And I want a dude bro to go, nice. That's what I would nice. That's what I would like. That's what I was like. I'm a janitor by trade. It's not what I want to do. It's not my ambition, you know. What I really, really want to do though is I want to be a father of like a little baby girl. And then we'll name her Janet. I will become janitor. Did you say wow? Someone get impressed with my gall to do this? Lovely. Oh, that's lovely. I went to my friend's house. I have friends. I went to my friend's house. He wanted me to be comfortable, so he said, put your feet up, but I was standing, so I fell down. All right. We're on the same team. Look at him go. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. Yeah. Oh, good. That's what I wanted. That's what I wanted. There once was a great gay porn star who had a son who himself became another great gay porn star. I say that son was born with a silver cock in his mouth. Do you? Would you say that? Or would you say that that's what happened? I do. I say that. Text him that every morning. I'm texting a picture of a tiny little silver cock right in a little baby's mouth. That's what I do. That's upsetting. I have a nephew. That's allowed. I have a nephew. He's great. He's perfect. I love him very much. He's just awesome. He's solid. He's a solid dude. I don't worry about his future. He's going to be fine. I asked him what he wants to be when he grows up, and he said, found not guilty. That's a good. He's got a plan. It's going to go good. For Elliot, that's really his name. I'm not looking at my notes. Shut up. I was in a restaurant. It was a Chinese restaurant. I was in a Chinese restaurant. I was eating their food, and my friend thought it'd be a great time to tell me about the Chinese one-child policy. By your enthusiasm, I see you're all great fans. Great fans of the Chinese one-child policy. Okay, good. We at least know what it is. That's good. He said, Ben, can you believe it? They only let you have one. And I said, that's okay. I'm not that hungry. I eat babies. I eat babies with my mouth in a restaurant. Only one, though. Something about Atkins. I don't know. Oh, sir, when I'm lonely, I buy chicken fingers and I hold them like a human hand. I shouldn't have smiled during that. Should let you smile. I think there's an inverse relationship between my joy and the joy I instill in others. I think paintings should be called painteds. I don't know what we're waiting for. I think buildings should be called built, obviously. And speakers are fine, but when they're off, can we call them spokens, please? Isn't that nicer? Is that a nicer thing? I did 3 of them. It's a rule. Okay. All right. Nifty, nifty. Doo-wop is a severely underrated musical genre. Can we agree? Is that a thing in here? Doo-wop, severely underrated? Cool. I got 2 whoops and 4 claps. Okay, good, 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 good. We agree. That means agreement in my world. Doo-wop is a severely underrated musical genre. Doo-wop is also a beautiful slur for a hardworking Italian. Is it not? Like you see a pizza man pizzaing, you say, oh, look at that doo-wop do. Look at him does. I like tenses. My safe word is It's a goodie. Cuts across all language barriers, that one. Every one of them. Every one of them. If you rock your toes, you get the deaf ones too, and they count. They're technically alive. Okay, yeah. Awesome. Good, good, good. Look at her, laugh. Don't look at me. Look in the notes. Look at her. All right. I don't know if you're looking here because I'm looking at my notes. Oh, boy. Well, I'm very good at roasting. I need a volunteer. The show requires a volunteer. Oh, lovely, lovely. Oh, what is your name? Katie, can I call you a Miss Katie? Okay, Katie, everybody give it up for Katie, our volunteer. Absolutely. Oh, great. Katie. I'm going to tell you what you look like, Katie. Katie, you look like a friend. Doesn't she, folks? Doesn't Miss Katie here look like a friend? Isn't that nice? And she is friendly, too. I've been to Katie's house a lot. Do you know, fuck her dad. And Katie here, every morning, sets out a bowl of cereal just for me at the table. Isn't that thoughtful? Isn't that kind? That's a friend. Every time I fuck her dad, she sets out a bowl of cereal just for me. Every time. Now, I'm never there to enjoy it because I've been gone for hours, but it's the persistence of her friendliness that counts. It's very kind. It's very kind. Thank you for playing along, Katie. You know we're just playing along, right? Everybody knows we're just playing along. Because your father hasn't dared to see you in years. He's a busy man. Getting fucked by me. Every time I want to fuck your dad, he says, yes, Katie. Every time. Katie? Katie, look at me. Katie. Batting 1,000 on your dad, Katie. Okay, that's the whole thing. I just did that thing. That's what that is. It's a thing I did. It's good. 3 claps. 3 claps. Underperformed the last one. Got him a laugh. That's good. My dad died. Waka waka. And the mortician was not too bright, though. Not a very bright mortician. I said, please, make my dad look peaceful. So the mortician installed a bonsai tree where his face used to be. Not a smart man. Not a very bright man. My dad's dead. Okay, next joke. Anybody here play with Barbies growing up? Barbies? Okay, cool. Hell yeah, me too. Me too. They were fun. I played a little dress up and all that. It was really, really fun. I really enjoyed it. I know they gave me unrealistic expectations about women. I know that. Like, real women, their heads way harder to bite off. Scores of difficulty greater to accomplish it. Not as many of them fit in my box either. They don't melt as good. I did 3. Okay, good. Applause for me. It's nifty. 2 more things for you folks. I think when a non-Jew plays a Jew in a movie, it's called Noseface. Okay. Next thing. Last thing. Forgive me, but Anne Frank's porn name would be Anne Skank. You can be mad, but I'm not wrong. I'm right. With her male counterpart, Man Frank. It's just a guy named Frank. It's my favorite thing to say in the whole wide world. Just a guy named Frank. Thank you very much, everybody. I think I stay here while Buddy comes up here. Everybody dance for me. Dance for me while I do the thing. Buddy's gonna get on stage, gonna do a thing. I'm gonna lift it off.
You don't have to dance for Ben. That's
No.
That's not
just,
part of the contract.
just do everything I say. That's all.
A white guy telling you guys to do everything. No, I'm not gonna go there. We're not gonna go there. Hey,
I will
Ben.
do what Buddy says.
Hey Ben, you are a lacrosse coach, right?
I am.
You guys knew that. Right?
think
Right? Lacrosse
2,
coach.
3.
Did you guys know they play lacrosse in Sacramento? That's weird. That's weird. So if your kids are rich, they'll get taught by Ben. It's very funny. I just recently moved to Midtown, and I've always had a favorite pizza place in Midtown. But that favorite pizza place has been Pieces. Have you guys heard? Yeah, of course, right? It's literally right behind my apartment. And so for months I would go at a time and I'd be like, oh, this is awesome. I live in Midtown now. I can eat Pieces whenever I want. And they would never hook me up with discounts. And one time, one of the people there asked me, they were like, hey, what do you do for a living? And I was like, oh, I sell weed. You guys knew that before I came up here. But I was like, I also do comedy. I love to do comedy. They're like, oh, you know Ben. And I'm like, what? Ben? There's a lot of comedians named Ben. And they're like, no, Ben, the glasses, he's the best comedian. He tells us all the time about all the mics he's going to. I was like, who the fuck is this Ben? And then they explained that it's
somebody you already knew.
It's the weird teacher guy. And I was like, oh, yeah, that guy's my best friend. And you guys do not know how many free pizzas I have gotten because I kind of know this guy. So I wanted to just bring you up here to thank you, Ben, for the free pizzas. Yeah. My first question, just tell him you know Ben, you guys. My first question, though, is I need you to confirm a story they once told me about you. So I won't bring up the person who bakes the pizza's name, but he said one time, yeah, that's his name, Dylan. Shout out, Dylan. He's definitely watching on Twitch right now. One time he told me about this story of he had lost his wallet, or so he had thought. And he had told Ben this, that, hey, I had lost my wallet. And Ben said, hey, let me backtrack all the spots that you were just at. And Ben went looking at all these spots, and he texted Dylan many hours later, and he's like, hey, man, I haven't found your wallet. And Dylan had his wallet the entire time because he's a stoner and an idiot. Is it true that you're such a wonderful guy that you searched around Sacramento for this man's wallet?
Yeah, I'm like nice and stuff. Yeah.
I just
Right?
can we give him a little clap for that? That is, when he told me that story, I was like, bullshit. Bullshit. Nobody's that nice. You're that nice. Like I said earlier, you guys, when I brought him up awkwardly, he did bang one of my coworkers once. So here's the story, and we'll get Ben to confirm here in a minute. We were working, me and this coworker, and we're talking, and she's like, "Hey, I went to a comedy show that wasn't your comedy show the other night." And I was like, "Well, first of all, that's rude. Support the homies. But secondly, that's wonderful. How did it turn out?" And she goes, "It was great. It was great. I met this wonderful guy. We went home and we hooked up." And I was like, "Who?" She was like, "Ben." I was like, "Ben who? Ben? There's a lot of comedians named Ben in Sacramento." She was like, "Oh, the weird teacher guy at the pizza place." And I was like, "Oh, that Ben." So, I just want to know, because I also often thought about it. We're not coworkers anymore legally. How good was the sex?
Sex is cool. I've had it before. It's pretty nice. You're asking me how good was sex with your friend? Is that because you've thought of it many times? Making it very clear. All right.
Shout out ex-coworkers. No,
ex-coworker, not a friend. Distinctly not a friend.
For this purpose.
For this purpose, for the sake of lying, I totally had sex with this person. Definitely had sex with this person before. Definitely wasn't overstated the kind of time that this person and I spent together. Not at all. I totally haven't already clarified the situation elsewhere. But I was like inner and stuff, and it was like fucking cool. It was so. I had sex.
Ben,
sex good.
I hate you.
It's okay.
Ben, you're
fair
a teacher.
Amount of me does as well.
You're a teacher, right? You teach the youth?
I do teach youths.
Teach the youth. What's the subject that you teach?
I talk exclusively about Anne Skank and Man Frank. That's all that I do.
History?
On a daily basis.
History is what we're gonna go with.
Sure.
Okay, so what is, because I'm a former teacher myself. Turns out you can't get high with students, even if you're trying to get on their level. But
let's rap.
Let's rap, kids. No, that's not what you're allowed to do, apparently. Anyways,
well, you went like
that. What is the weirdest thing that a student has ever told you? You don't have to name their names.
Oh, I would if they mattered enough to me to remember their names. There was a child who I was just walking the halls. And you know, like if you're riding your bike or driving your car or whatever, you get to hear just that snippet of conversation. Like, I want to know about that whole world that they live in. I was just walking the halls, and like passing me by, this kid just said to his friend that he was walking with, "Why you hang with fat people?" And it was the cutest thing I ever did hear. I didn't know, like. It was like admonishing him, sort of, but it was like disbelief, or maybe the kid who said the thing wanted to know, like, how do you do it? Because I try, like, I don't know. I just really, that's
Why do you?
Why you?
Wow.
Why you?
Okay, Ben.
That's my name.
That is how kids. That is definitely how teenagers react. Okay, Ben. I've actually had this conversation with you. And I've heard your answer, but I want the world to know your answer because I think it is brilliant. Earlier we asked Lizzie the same question. What do you think is the most inappropriate, darkest, sexy Halloween costume you can have?
I think what I said before was something involving Hitler. It was like Baby Hitler or something
Baby
like that.
Hitler.
It was Baby Hitler. Yeah, was it Baby Hitler?
It was Baby
That's
Hitler.
That's just a go-to for most things in my
Baby
life. You asked me, what was that kid's name? Oh, it was
Baby
Hitler.
Hitler.
Yeah, it was Baby Hitler. It was Baby Hitler. It was probably Baby Hitler.
So, here's the story behind that one. I actually looked this up. I was like, what's the worst sexy Halloween costume? Hitler showed up. And I told Ben that, and I was like, Nothing beats that, right? Like, that's the answer every time. And he goes, baby Hitler.
Oh, sexy baby Hitler. That was
Sexy
it. That was
baby
it. Yeah,
Hitler.
that was it. It was sexy baby
well,
Hitler.
that's the question.
Where
What
he's
it-
going like
sexy
this,
costume,
and then it's
sexy baby Hitler. So it's the mustache and a diaper. It's the mustache and a diaper, you guys, and I'm not okay with that. And it's the shirt that ties right here for me.
But
and
his
you know
boobs
what
are
I'm
out,
talking
those
about.
boobs are
You-
out, and
the
he has a little Star
tits
David
are out.
tassels.
You see
It's
just
thing.
partial nipple. It's terrible. And that
covered in
is
ash.
the answer.
That's a bad thing.
Ben, one final question for you.
Yeah,
One
yeah.
final question for you.
I like you.
If you had to guess the number of people it took to make an orgy,
7.
what would you say?
Honestly, I think, definitely more than 4. I think 5 might, but to be safe, I would go. 5 might be just 2 couples fucking and a guy going, no. That's not an orgy. That's just a story that one guy has. He'd call it an orgy, but it wouldn't count. 6 seems sort of right, but something about an odd number makes that like, oh, the possibilities are endless. So 5 or is 5 too few? 7 solid. 7. Yeah.
You're close. The answer is 10. The answer is 10. Anything less than that is a sum, a 9 sum, an 8 sum, a 7 sum.
I
And
gotta
that's a
review
fun
my
fact,
curriculum for the children. Okay.
right? That's a fun fact you all know now. Not so fun when you're in a group chat with 8 of your other friends and you're like, hey guys, if we want to make this an orgy, let's add a person. And that is the story of how I was banned from all group chats. I want you guys to get really loud for the wonderful Ben Warhite one more time.
I'm wonderful. I am wonderful.
We've had fun. We've had our fun for the night. I appreciate you guys coming out. I appreciate you guys staying around. It's been a fun night. I've had a wonderful time. I appreciate every single one of you guys. I want you guys to know that if you do want to donate to Planned Parenthood, that you can definitely go on their website. You can, they have a PayPal. You can get them on Cash App. You can get them everywhere. Here's the thing. I was once a boy who thought that I was going to be a rock star, and I drove around towns and towns and towns, and I was like, I'm definitely going to get laid in all of these towns, and that kind of happened. When you have a guitar, young women are impressionable. But here's the thing. I didn't know how to get tested. I didn't know how to get medical help. I didn't know how to do anything because I was a shitty, dumb adult. Here's the thing. Planned Parenthood, every single time. Every time I would go in there, they would be like, oh, we can't help you with that, but here's the 10 doctors to talk to get your penis fixed. Here's the way, you know your broken penis and that weird volcano trap it was in? Here's how to not have that happen again. Here's tests to make sure that you don't have weird diseases because you have sex with guys who send you dick pics as their first fucking comment. Here's the thing. Planned Parenthood is amazing, and I know there's a lot of organizations that help people, and there's a lot of things you can donate your money to, but here's my wish to you guys. If you guys are out there, if you guys are in here, if you guys have the time, please go research all the millions of people that Planned Parenthood have helped. 92 million different activities and procedures they produced last year. I have a friend in LA who fucking had to do so many abortions to save lives last year. It's insane. Please do the research. Make sure you check it out. Make sure you guys also, on a fun note, check out all the things Stab has going on. Stab Comedy on all the social medias. I want you guys to support them because they allow us to come do this. Dr. Buddy Love is a fun project that I've been doing for few years now. It's very fun for me. It's very wonderful, but I like to inform people that, hey, get out there, learn some shit. It's amazing. Thank you guys very much. Get really loud for yourselves. You guys did wonderful. Get really loud for Stab Comedy, and thank you guys. Good night.
Thanks for coming out, everybody. That is it for tonight's programming, but we've got so much all the time. Well, I mean most of the time. Tomorrow, we've got No Boys Allowed the all-male review. I know, it's contradictory, but it's still fun. That's at 9 o'clock. Dear WTF at 10, or just check out stayupcomedytheater.com for our full calendar of events. We're live in person Thursdays through Sundays, and we're streaming 6 nights a week. So you can catch us almost every night. That's it for us. Online audience, do we have someplace that we can send you? Are any of our friends doing something fun? I mean, Booty Mashup is always fun. Anybody else doing? Let's just send you to Booty. Why even question it? Hold on for the raid. I will see you guys back here tomorrow at 9 o'clock.
Is the new poll. What time of day is it? I have no clue. Oh my god, we just got a raid! Snap comedy, what's up? Alright. We're doing chat poll control where you pick things. The chat votes on it, and the winner is what I play. Right now, it's mashups that start with the letter O. And we have a new poll. Vote for the time of day. The poll is up right now. Ooh, la la. I had to do the intro. Oh! That's where we're at. That's what it's come to from YouTube. Thank you. We went from